weed growth. Weed growth, it really moves around now. It's not, I don't know why. I'm sure it has something to do with the clarity of the water. The water is way clearer now here, obviously, with the zebra mussels. It's much clearer. That's over 20 years, though. But, once it got clear like this, the smallmouth, they had their way. They got the gobies. They swim around. They open their mouth in May, and they keep swimming until the fall eating. It's one of those things out there. But pressures are like another thing. The number of boats out here. You used to see 100 boats in a tournament, 150, and they were all fishing for largemouth. Now they're all fishing for smallmouth. And
what year would you say that shift was, Jim?
Yeah, it's good.
I'd say it would have been early 2000s probably.
Yeah, so not that long ago.
No. Because when I used to guide further up the St. Lawrence, I noticed the smallmouths went from being, all 3.5 pounds mark, up to all of a sudden they were, in the space of a few years, then there was a pile of them that was 4.25, 4.5. Then my clients started catching 5-pounders regularly. And it hasn't stopped. Now you see the picture of the one we've got from a few. There's giants out here. Somebody, it would be so cool for someone to pop a 9.
Oh,
they're out there.
Whoa.
The bar just went up. Open on the map.
Yeah, the bar just went up a bit.
They're out there.
That is wild. That is
hard to believe. In that many years, Jim, since you've been out here fishing these to where it is now, these fish have evolved to become these giants.
Well, their environment changed, so they changed.
It's amazing to see that.
It's like us, Scotty. We were young, we ran around,
we
were healthy. The environment changed.
Thanks for reminding me,
Lots
Jim.
of food.
All right, I'm checking out now. Yep.
I kind of feel like the meat in a legend sandwich sitting behind you guys. I'm so excited right now.
A little bit of barbecue sauce.
I'm gonna quickly mention this again because I think we had some audio issues at the beginning of this. So the introduction spiel and the sponsors and the partners that didn't really get out there. But just a couple of quick reminders before we do continue our live coverage this morning. We are having some cell phone camera issues out on the water, but if you're just tuning in, make sure you like and share and subscribe. We are going to be giving away a $250 Butcher Shop box from our friends at Eating Wild. We do have a competition, an online competition right now for the prediction of the biggest bag, was it? Yeah, biggest bag of the event. So make sure you put your predictions down below in the comments, and we'll go through at the end of the event and pick a winner, and you will win $250 worth of goodies. And right off the top, I'm sure we're going to mention it hundreds of times, but if we didn't have audio at the beginning, and if you're just tuning in and you're just watching this for the first time, welcome. This is the CISA Kingston Open. We're here in Confederation Park. Come on down, say hello, check out all the vendors. And again, because we didn't have audio, I'm going to try to introduce him for a second time. He needs no introduction. Our backdrop just fell, but that's all good. We have the one and only Mr. Big Jim McLaughlin in the house with us. He'll be with us all day today and hopefully all day tomorrow as well. Is that correct?
We can't really talk about something we don't know.
Well, some would suggest we already have done something.
Start the barbecue.
There's one over there. I know he has charcoal too.
So we will be giving away a Prime box. Also, we'll be giving away a $250 prize pack to the person that nails it. So all you got to do is guess the final weight. Final weight, total weight? No, it was the biggest bag. That's the biggest bag. So
we have so many guesses, dude. And
what do we got?
They're all over 30. Most of them are all over 30. We have one that's 32.7.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a big bag.
32.7.
That would be so exciting.
Well, Dennis, 34.8. These numbers are.
That'd be a 3-day total for me,
right? I'd take a week to get that.
Right?
Well, 32 is doable. We watched the Joeys do it, 32 and change. Is it doable today? Who knows? Big Jim, what's your biggest bag?
One day, I think it was in the Ottawa River. It was 2760, but that was largemouth.
Oh boy!
And for 6 fish.
6 fish.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Tell me, the fish are bigger now.
Yeah.
It's all there is to it. Not so much the largemouths, but the smallmouths. It can't be touched for total weight.
You're always posting these giant bass.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I know, but I don't. Are those in your backyard?
No, that's a guy in the States. He has a pond, the one where they're always feeding them.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got some fish in there that are 14, 15 pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, Big Jim's holding out on all of us. He's got
Right? He's got a
15
buddy.
pounders in his backyard.
Hey, I've got pictures of. Well, look at the one I caught that was almost 7 out of the culvert right beside my house.
No way.
Like a culvert, like as big around as me.
No way.
Okay, this big. It was a little bit bigger. But it was. I went over there and I threw my old Archelon in there, Texas rig.
Yeah.
Went down to the bottom and I'm watching it sink and I realized, the water's 4 feet deep. It's not still sinking. The line's just going out, eh? I let it go a few more feet, tightened down and bazoom, and I couldn't believe it, a fish that's 7 pounds out of the culvert.
We talk about it a lot on CFN Live.
Yep.
We always say, there seems to be a misconception that, the fishing isn't as good as it used to be. And you always argue, Jim, and I love how passionate you are about making this point, that the fishing is much better. And you just described a little bit on how it is better than it was back in the day. And of course, the totals and the size of bags that you guys used to bring in back in the day to now, big difference.
Like the average angler's a lot better now too.
That is true.
That's
Yes.
another thing too. But that just means that more guys have bigger fish and more gals. You see more gals getting into it now.
Absolutely.
That's something that I've totally supported right from the beginning of all this. Seeing the ladies get out there.
Back in the 90s, I'll never forget it. Sportsman's Show sat beside you for that breakfast that we always have.
I remember you telling me.
And I mentioned to you, where are all the ladies? Are there no ladies in this sport? And you said exactly, Scotty. And one day it will change, and it certainly has.
Yeah.
OWA, GCFA, they've done a great
You
job.
see people like Yvonne Brown.
Yep.
What she has done for women in sport
Amen.
fishing is, I don't think it'll ever be touched.
Another Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Right?
100%. 100%.
Yep.
First female Hall of Famer. Am I correct?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
In Canada, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did just get some voices in my head saying they
yeah?
are ready to air some of those interviews. But right now we're looking. I believe that's Mario. Is that Mario Palermo? No. Who's this? I'm not sure. I'm not recognizing.
Wait.
Something's afoot. Oh, is that Bob?
It is Bob.
That
It
is
is Bob. Yes.
That is
Wow.
Bob.
Yes.
I just mistaken Bob for a short Italian guy. Bob Izumi and Darren Izumi.
Look at him. He's pointing where he wants to fish.
I think he's explaining it.
He say, go toward those boats over there. They're getting bites.
Get out of my way.
Like they're super, super tight. And look how close they are.
I was just going to say, this is stand up, Bob. I tell you, this is amazing to see the proximity of the camera boat.
Do we have audio from Bob?
Or can we play it?
Let's play Bob's audio.
Yeah.
He's on my spot.
You get any exciting stuff going on while you left? What's that? Yeah, did you see many boats? Yeah, there'll be a lot at the other end of Amherst. Did you get that far?
Oh, don't use it? Okay, well, if he said
Yeah,
don't
I
use it, then
wouldn't
I
either.
wouldn't use it.
That's
Just in case
true.
he says something offside.
Knowing Bob,
I'm just
that
kidding.
is a distinct possibility.
But, if you look at, again, Big Jim, you look at a guy like Bob Izumi, who, just like yourself, loves fishing, done the whole TV thing, and he's like, I'm done with TV. I want to fish tournaments. And Bob said to me specifically, Moose, I don't want to talk about my TV show ever again. I want to talk about tournament fishing. I want to talk about my passion for tournament fishing and how I eat, breathe, and sleep tournament fishing. Has that always been the same for you? Like, would you rather do TV or would you rather do tournament fishing?
Well, Bob and I talked about this at a hotel room one night many, many years ago, and he was in the midst of trying to convince himself to get out of the TV show. Like he'd had enough. The running around, the schedules. He's done this all his life, as we all have. Like we did a thing. Remember Scotty on CFM when we looked in the day books? Yep. I had my day books from like 20 years ago, and there'd be 3 or 4 days out of a month. You open up the book that didn't have something circled, a time, an interview, something you had to be at, go to a tournament, a sports show. There was 3 or 4 months where there was like 10 empty days, and he had 5 empty days, not 10, Wow. It was even more, and he just ran. But he has a passion for tournaments. Like I've never seen it. It's like Kevin Van Dam. Well, even Kevin's had enough now.
Yep.
He just wants to do.
When was your
different-
last tournament, Jim?
Oh, last time I fished a tournament? Dave Chong and I fished RJ's fall tournament on the Big Rito together.
Okay.
And it's a big fish tournament.
Yep.
And we didn't weigh a single fish in to try to win an hour. but we would have had like 22 pounds. So if it would have been a tournament, we would have won.
Smokes.
Jeez.
But it's what it is, though, eh?
Do you miss it?
You know what I miss it? Get down quick. No.
Calling for it.
Yeah.
They're about to shoot the cannons.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say I miss it. You know, I would say yes, I do. And I got here this morning, and I missed it even more. Just seeing Bob in that wave there, doing, chucking a bait, just cranking away. I don't know whether you noticed. I just got quiet and watched it.
Yeah.
I was like, because I can't do that anymore. Like, I can't stand at the front of a boat. I have to lean on stuff.
Yeah.
With the issue with my spine.
Yeah.
It's what it is, but I get along with it. I catch a lot of fish offshore, and I watch a lot of this. Like I watched the weigh-in yesterday, and it was just awesome.
Oh, the winds are howling right now.
Yeah, she's kicking now.
Is that what the horn was all for?
Speaking of howling winds, I believe this is Unsinkable 2 getting pounded. I'm going to have to talk to Sean about taking it easy on my boat right now.
Holy smokes.
So Unsinkable 2 is I think trying to make its way back to the river.
Looks like the waves haven't caught up to the wind yet, though.
Yeah. He's got his head
let's
down.
cue those interviews from this morning and see what happened at the boat launch.
I am shocked, buddy. Like the weights that came in here yesterday, are you not? Like, what's going on here?
You know what? It's a great fishery. And the amount of quality fishermen that are fishing here, I knew that these cats were going to get them.
Yeah.
But where are we? 25th place or 20th place is 25 pounds. Epic. I mean, there's a lot of really good fisheries that people are like, oh, this is the best smallmouth fishery that there is. No, it really is. And when you put the combination, even with the amount of weather that we've had, the combination of great fishery, the anglers that are here, I mean, it's bound to happen. And today it'll be bigger.
I think so too. I mean, the winds. I think so too. I mean, the wind's going to calm down. We've got, like you said, 25 pounds in 20th place. That is incredible. We might see a 30-pound bag. We were close to 2 of them yesterday. It's out there.
Oh, for sure.
You're going to swing for the fence today, obviously.
Well, we are. You know what I mean? It's it's a bit of a crapshoot. We still have another area. I think that we can go pop a quick 20. Yesterday we had probably 18, 19 pounds. I was around 20, 25 minutes. We still saw lots of big fish there, and we just kind of camped on it too long. We should have bugged out. So we're going to do that today. We're going to go out aggressive and grab a quick limit of 18 to 20 pounds, and then just go stand on them somewhere else.
I found that a lot of guys were struggling in the morning. I think I talked to 2 or 3 teams that had a limit quick, but most of them were struggling to get those fish, and they got them in the afternoon. So it seemed to me like it was more of an afternoon bite. I don't know. Not for you, though.
Well, it depends on when you're fishing, right? There's river fish, lake fish, and where they are on the U.S. side or the Canadian side, and how exposed you are to the wind, right?
Yeah. Well, good luck out there, buddy. Swing for the fence and go get them. I want to see a 29-pound bags out of you today.
Well, that's where we're going to shoot for. But I don't think we have an 8-fish limit anymore.
Good luck, Daddy.
Take care.
Thanks, pal. We hooked up with Eric Luzak. What do you think of the weights in this tournament, my friend?
Well, I'm not surprised. It's Lake Ontario's in play. You're going to get megas.
So a couple weeks ago, MLF 31 and change. What a bag of fish. You can do that today out here.
Yeah, and I was river only for that one. So the lake was off limits. So that was kind of mind-blowing. And so it can happen anywhere. I mean, yeah, it could happen today. Who knows?
What do you think the projected cut is?
It's going to maybe drop a little, but I think it's like 25 right now, right, for 20th. So it'll probably be like 48, 49 pounds.
That's what everybody's projecting. Well, have a safe day out there. I want to see 32 out of you today in front of these cameras.
We'll try.
Okay, we caught up with Warren McRae. Good day yesterday, buddy. What are you sitting in, 10th, 15th?
Yeah, I was somewhere between 15th and 10th. I think we're like 12th or 13th, something like that.
25 and change. Are you shocked at the weights here?
Not really, no.
No. All you guys say that. I was.
Yeah, we fish here a lot, right? Like these guys are the best on the river, no doubt. I mean, there's a lot of guys that come up for pro level tournaments here, but they don't spend the time that this group of guys does. Like the river's showing out, even for this time of year. Like these fish aren't even as big as they're going to get.
So you're fishing the river, or are you in the lake?
We're out in the lake. Yeah.
But majority of the teams, I think, are going out in the lake. Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few guys that'll tuck up in the river. There's some good stuff there this time of year, but right now, I mean, you're probably not going to win it there.
So you're after what, 29 or 30? Yeah, do the dirty 30.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're gonna go for it. We lost a couple really, really key fish yesterday on live that hurt us. We should have had 27 probably at least. But it is what it is. That's fishing. So you pick up another rod, you cast back out, and try and hook another one. So those fish are still there today. So we're gonna go back and catch them.
Good luck to you, buddy. Stay safe out there. I want to see a dirty 30. Hooked up with Joey. Hey, you're no stranger to this river, my friend. You've weighed over 32 pounds on this body of water. Big weights yesterday.
Absolutely crazy. We were just talking to Travis up front of us. It was nuts. 10th place in the elites is like 20th right now, and we're 24 and a half. Like, this river is fishing insane right now.
Do you think that's a combination of the fish putting on the feed bag for the fall coming with these cool nights, or are these fish just starting to eat, or what do you think?
Honestly, yeah, that could be part of the anglers we got. Absolute sticks. So I think that has a lot to do with it too. The guys just know how to get them here, and then those fish are starting to feed up for the fall. So should be a fun day.
We project a 46 to 48 pound cut. What's your projected?
Yeah, literally same thing. We usually double it, take about a pound and a half off. But with the weights that are going through, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it just stays doubled.
That's crazy, man. Well, stay safe out there, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Grab 30 pounds today. I want to see them go. Actually, I want you to beat the 32.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Take it easy, guys.
See you, Joey. Now we've hooked up with Cooper Gallant, an Elite Series pro from Canada. Probably going to make the Hall of Fame one day. How is it fishing with your dad?
It's good. It's good. I'll be completely honest. A little frustrating at times.
Yeah, you got to make decisions on a team now. You're not making your own decisions, right?
Yeah. No, it's fun though, man. Like I was saying yesterday on stage, Dad travels with me all year long on the Elite Series. He films me, so we don't actually get to fish together very often.
Yeah.
We haven't fished together once this year, so I don't know, Dad. We probably try and do one tournament a year together, and it's been fun so far.
This is the one to do for 50K. Like, what do you think? Finally, in Canada, we're seeing some numbers. We're seeing the $50,000 prizes. I mean, it's good for this sport in Canada.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's amazing. 50K on one of the best smallmouth fisheries probably in the world. It probably is the best smallmouth fishery in the world as far as numbers and big fish. So, great place to have it. Great payouts, great people, great event, and yeah, we're looking forward to getting out today, and hopefully we can.
You're going to need the dirty 30 today, buddy. You know that, right? So, I mean, I think the weights, we're projecting 46 to 48 pounds to cut, but they might drop. It's supposed to blow a little bit more today. So, yeah, you like that. You like the rough stuff.
Oh, yeah. I wanted there to be 6-7 footers out there. They eat.
What about your dad?
No, I don't care for the 6-footer.
Dad, I don't know about Dad.
Just sit in the bottom of the boat and throw your own over the side. That's what I would be doing. Anyway, Cooper Gallant and his dad, I'll tell you what, that's a team to look out for. They're going to come in with a huge bag today because he likes the waves. And look out for this team right here. Hey, we just caught up with Cal Clemson. Great day yesterday. Sitting in fourth, man. What do you think of this field?
Pretty stellar. Yeah, amazing weights. Yeah.
7.66, leading BKK Big Fish. That's a stud right there.
That one's going to be tough to beat, but there's lots of them out there like 7+, so I won't be surprised if it is beat, but it's still, that's a high mark. Yeah.
What was it like when you hooked that thing and did it jump?
Didn't jump. It dogged. I saw it in the water, but I told Eric it was a 6-pounder. So he definitely had a pep in his step with the net, and then we scooped it and put it in the bottom. There was a couple more there, so we didn't even notice how big it was. And he's up there fishing, and he says to me, "What do you think, 6, 6.25?" I'm like, "Yeah, it might be a 6.5." And I go back there after the chaos kind of settled down, and I weighed it, and it went over 7. I'm like, "It's over 7." He's like, "Oh my God."
That is incredible. I'm shocked at the weights, 25 pounds, almost 26 pounds for the cut. I mean, that's crazy, crazy fishing out here.
Yeah, and if you can believe it, they weren't even biting that good yesterday.
I heard that. Yeah. I heard that they weren't really on. So are you fishing shallow or deep?
Deep.
When we say deep, what, 20 or more?
Anywhere from 15, and we were all the way out to, Eric caught one in 47 feet yesterday. Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So what's the goal today? Dirty 30?
That is the goal, yeah.
You're going to take the trophy home. I'd love to see it. Say hi to your dad for me. I love that guy. Paul is a great guy. I want you guys to be safe. Catch an 8 today.
It was Eric's birthday yesterday, so he told me I stole his birthday fish. So maybe he'll get an 8 today.
Right on. Cal Clemson right there. Big Fish leading BKK Big Fish in 4th place. Unbelievable weights here and unbelievable fishing on this river. I'll tell you, these guys have got it going on. Watch out for this team, I'll tell you. Okay, we just caught up with Josh. Josh, big day yesterday. Sitting in 19th. The cut is pretty close. Got to have a big day today.
Yeah, we're gonna go out there and see what we can do. It's tough. Everyone's getting massive weights, and we're gonna swing for 30.
You need 30. Well, you don't need 30 to make the cut, but you need 30 to keep up with the top 5 guys. They're fishing. The sticks in this event are unbelievable. I couldn't believe the weights yesterday. Were you kind of shocked a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, but we knew that anyone that was putting the money down to play this game is going to weigh these weights, and you got to do what you can do.
What do you think about the finally an event in Canada, 50 grand?
Yeah, that's amazing. There hasn't been one like this for a while, and we'll sign up for it every time.
I appreciate it. Good luck. Safety's first, but Dirty 30's coming in there.
That's the goal. We talked about it last night. We got to go for 6-pound average.
Charles Sims, one of the veterans in Canada. I got to ask you, what do you think of this finally 50 grand tournament in Canada?
It's great to see a big payback again. There was one about 25 years ago, but yeah, it's fantastic. A lot of money on the line, and you see the big anglers come out in the big bags.
How is the big bag? I'm actually kind of shocked, like 25 and change is 20th place. What are your thoughts on this deal?
It's actually even higher than I thought. I had, in my mind, I had the pay cut at about 23 and change, and I think it's 24.6. Spectacular. It's I used to be pretty decent out here, and I just can't find those big fish that these guys are on. And we'll go out today. We'll keep trying a little more.
Are you fishing deep or shallow?
We're mostly. I had a couple deep spot, but mostly shallow. Technology's changed the world, right? We're hunting fish more than fishing for fish.
Right.
And yeah, it's. I think back to 20 years ago, you'd win a tournament out here with 17 pounds.
It blows my mind. I don't know if it's the technology or the fish that are just eating these goalwies or what's happening out here, but the weights are blowing my mind.
Yeah, it's spectacular. And it seems every year they just keep growing and growing. I think big fish yesterday was 7.6.
Yeah.
And just every year that high water mark keeps going up.
The goal today, Dirty 30, buddy.
It's going to have to be. I mean, I think we're in 25th. We're about a pound out of the cut. So we'd probably need 27 just to get into the cut, but we'll aim for 30.
Good luck out there. Stay safe, my friend. Nice seeing you again. Anyway, there you go. Charles Sims right there. One of the best anglers in Canada. And that just goes to show you the caliber anglers that are fishing this tournament, the CISA Kingston Open. They are the best, and they're all over, not just in Canada. They're coming from the U.S., and we're going to have a great day today. I'm telling you, you got to make sure you watch us on live from 10 till 1 all day long. CISA Canada live. Make sure you check that out. Hey, guys, thanks a lot. What a panel up there. Look at that. The legend's up there himself, Mr. Big Jim McLaughlin. What a place. We are at Confederation Park right here on location. None other than the Milwaukee presenting sponsor. Guys, what's your name?
I'm Brendan. I'm Guillermo.
Okay, we got to look at some of this fantastic product. You guys sponsor this event. First of all, what do you think of the event so far?
Oh, it's been great. The weather's been on our side, especially today, and we've seen some big fish come in. Excited to be a part of it.
And what about the crowd yesterday? Even being a Friday, what do you think?
It's been awesome. We're getting the community together, showing the city of Kingston what this CISA tournament has, and all the fish that came in. Wow, they're impressive.
We're so happy to have you guys on board. Best tools in the world, of course. Let's go over a few here. So show me what you've got new here and what's happening.
Well, one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're giving away this combo kit here. So feel free if you want to come and check us out. We're doing a little cornhole challenge combo kit, a $500 piece. It'd be a great add to anybody's
Well, that's amazing. So you just come here and play a game and you can win this?
Exactly. Yeah, easy as that, right?
Hey, Moose, I got to start playing this game. I want to win this. Okay, let's carry on. What do we got going on here?
So a big part of our lineup is trying to take over gas power. We want to make sure that no one's using gas in the field anymore, and battery power is the way to make that happen. So one of the things we're showcasing here is our quick lock system. So we got this power head here, and then you get different attachments, making sure you're able to take care of different projects from blowing, cutting, trimming, and cultivating, all on one single power source working off one single battery. That's the big win with Milwaukee, is one battery fits all. We take care of every project while making sure that your investment is protected. So you buy them with Milwaukee one time, you're going to be set moving forward.
and they all just interchange. So you can just use the same battery, like you said, but you can interchange and use different tools for different things.
Exactly that, exactly. And we step into every space. So if we move over, we'll look at another piece here.
Sure.
So again, trying to take over that gas-powered tech. We've got our MX cutoff saw. So this guy runs on a 72-volt battery platform. Now this guy here is going to eliminate the gas power world. It's taking over, no fumes, so you could be working inside, not have to worry about taking on any carcinogens. But the big win is that we can pop a battery on, rock a job, and just be ready to go moving forward. The biggest challenge in this space is making sure we're able to take care of the runtime that our users are used to, especially running gas power. What we can do in this case is pop this battery on, run it as hard as we can. By the time it's caffed out, the one of the charger's ready to rock, keeping you moving, making sure we're not stopped.
So how long would that last? Like if you were if you were cutting something, how long what time frame would you get out of that?
Depends on how deep we're cutting, what we're cutting through. This guy is designed to be able to cut through reinforced concrete, so that's going to be through number 5 rebar. Depending on how deep and how far we're cutting, we'll weigh in on that, but we're aiming for about a 45-minute runtime window, and then that's giving us enough time to keep the battery on the charger, up and down, ready to rock, under 45-minute charge time.
I absolutely love the
charge time.
I absolutely love the idea that you can do this indoors. Before, you had to take everything outside because of the fumes. This is going to change the working industry.
Absolutely, right? So we got guys that are working inside basements and they're trapped. They can't do anything about the fumes. They got to then have masks on and ventilators to make sure that they're safe moving forward. With this, you can just pop your battery on, take care of your job, and be ready for the next.
Let's cover some of this lighting. Like this is all new. This is the first thing I've seen. So let's cover some lighting here. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, so again, this is going to be part of our MX battery platform. This is our big boy here, the big tower light. We got a bunch of different units in this space. We wanted to showcase our wide variety here.
We got a windstorm.
Lost to 10.
That's okay. We got tools to fix it, guys. Don't worry. We're all under control here. So yeah, let's carry on. We've got the good tools to take care of it. We've got the best tools in the world to take care of it. We're right here in Confederation Park. The wind's picked up. We're going to anchor things down. We're going to go back to the guys live. Stay with us. You're going to enjoy the show. Make sure you come down to the weigh-in at 3 o'clock or catch us on live at canadabass.ca, Facebook and YouTube. Stick around. Back to you, boys.
How many people? You guys are absolutely incredible.
That was amazing.
Smokes.
I
Well
think
done,
somebody
Ron.
was back there and they
That
pushed
was
it.
so good. I see the culprit now. He couldn't even contain himself.
We must be on the weatherman spot.
I guess.
Oh, he's going to need hazard pay for this.
Oh, my
The
goodness.
next interview he does.
That was too funny. Way to dodge him, boys. Way to dodge him. So, yeah, the winds have picked up.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's just...
Right?
Ron. Yeah. That thing just went like a tumbleweed.
You need hazard pay now, Ron.
Well, Scotty and I are safe, but you boys better hold on.
Yeah.
It's like we're in between two cushions. We're all right.
That's right. I got wind blocks both sides.
Absolutely.
Double
Absolutely.
stuffed. Double stuffed.
I can't get over that. That's too funny.
That
Loads
timing
of
was
action. Look.
perfect, actually.
This is the morning. Brian Bickle.
Okay.
And Josh.
Josh. There they are.
So this is a pre-recorded video from this morning. They went smallmouth. Look at the smile on his face.
Oh, yeah.
They went largemouth fishing. And I think right here they're jacking I can't say the size. It's a surprise.
Get an eye on those baits.
Oh, there it is.
There's the hook set we all love.
Oh, my goodness. We need an instant replay. He said he was going to go out and find one giant green one.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
That's a good fish. Brian Bickle's not a small guy.
No.
No.
No kidding.
That guy's like 8'7" or something.
Look at this.
That's a good fish.
That is a good fish.
Bet you that's over 5.
I'd like to see that hook
Maybe-
set again. If we can get a replay. There's another one. Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
Baby.
Guys, we're in for a treat. Oh, that's a smaller
little baby.
one. You know what? Two guys that, if you follow their social media,
Chatterbaits? Looks like chatterbaits.
two family guys who just know how to have a good time. Josh is absolutely hilarious. He is
One of the funniest guys I've met.
He really, I think my favorite video of him this year, he's in his wife's bikini. Oh my goodness. It was something else. And you know what? She's just as good of an angler as he is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. She's
phenomenal.
Catches a big
Oh, I know that net. That was Unsinkable 2.
Mm-hmm.
Unsinkable 2 was cruising hard. Sean, take it easy on my boat, bud.
Yep.
But, okay, so speaking of hard times, it was great back in the day. Then it became very difficult. Then it changed and was okay. Big Jim, what are your thoughts on now and then?
Well, you always hear people say, they talk about fishing, they say, oh, you should have been here in the old days,
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the old days. Like, the fishing has never been better. Look at guys go out now and catch 5 muskies in a day.
5?
Well, even more.
Wow.
So
Wow.
some of the guys on lakes, Lake St. Clair, 10, 12, 15 fish in a day sometimes?
That's wild.
The fish are 30,000 casts, but these guys are out there catching, fish just by the numbers. And I mean, like, when you look at the, the catches like the smallmouth now, I remember catching a fish in the Canadian Classic up in Aurora, and it was like just shy of 6. And it was like the world was coming to an end. It was like the day the earth stood still. Now you catch a 6-pound smallmouth in Simcoe, and that's a good one.
So going back to Aurelia, we were talking about this, and being a $50,000 first place prize, you were saying that in Aurelia you won $85,000.
Yeah, the Canadian Classic, the second one I won. Yeah.
Wow. How far back does that go?
18.
When was Fort Henry built?
Carry the one.
I put the last stone in there.
That is too funny.
I think it was 1990, Moose.
1990. Look at these boys are still.
net? They lose their. Oh, it's
a pike.
That's why.
That dirty pike.
If I'm at a bass tournament and somebody catches a fish, there's no help. You're on your own.
Oh man.
It should be like that too. The other guy should keep fishing.
Oh jeez. I was gonna say that looked like a good boil.
It did.
Yeah.
The guy should keep fishing.
Oh jeez. I was gonna say that looked like a good boil.
It did.
Yeah. Very good.
That's a two-man job.
Swallowed.
Yeah, I ate it.
The live. We're getting some of the park here, and for those of you just tuning into the live, we're getting some awesome fishing action, but we're also getting a lot of vendor action. Awesome fishing action, but we're also getting a lot of vendor action. So come on down to Confederation Basin. There's all kinds of vendors set up. Don't worry, all their tents have been secured, so Milwaukee's tents are not going to fly away anymore. But if you want to buy some tackle and you want to check out some of the goodies at the mini expo we got going on here, head on down to Confederation Basin, say hello, come by, and we're going to be giving away some prizes on stage a little bit later. And if you're watching this broadcast, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff, because we are going to give away 2 different prize packs, one from the Eating Wild podcast, which will be a $250 below. Predict what the largest bag of the tournament will be, and if you are bang on, we're going to give you a $250 prize pack.
Incredible.
That's a nice boat, eh?
Sure is.
Wow.
Beauty.
That's one of the big ones. So
was that 620? Maybe.
I'm not sure. Beautiful though. Oh,
sneaky.
They're back to the sneaky. Back to the largemouth action.
They're in our backyard. They're
Big Jim.
You probably see them right now.
Do you prefer largemouth or smallmouth?
Fish on.
Yeah, there you go.
Good question.
I'm a largemouth guy at heart. That's what it all did to me, I mean, I like going out and fishing for smallmouth too, because there's nothing pulls like a smallie. I mean, you go out in the fall and you start getting them in shallow water on spinner baits and chatterbaits and stuff, and they just drill it.
Yeah.
They just drill it. There's nothing beats that.
Bob talked about it yesterday. He was asked the same question, and he said, "Get me the dirtiest water you can possibly find.
My backyard.
Let me poke holes in it, and that's what I love doing. I just love that kind of setup and that kind of fishing."
Yeah. That's why I sit out in the evening behind the house in the lawn chair there.
Yep.
Little bit of lawn chair bassing. I've got fish sitting in the chair, literally putting my finger on the thumb bar, clicking it, watching the jig fall to the bottom and at the edge of the seawall, shake it twice and catch a 4-pounder.
Wow.
So
love it.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So you're right on the St. Lawrence?
No, I'm on Cranberry Lake.
Gotcha.
Yeah, part of the Rideau system.
So you from this area your whole life, Jim?
Basically, yeah.
So you cut your teeth out here?
Yeah, in fact, when I used to guide on Colonel By Lake up here. I never told anybody about that ever. It was my little place that I went to because I knew I could get a guy that didn't fish or a family, give them all a little small spinner bait back then. I even had a lot of them throw little rattle baits and stuff like that at the time. Small ones, so like 2 inches maybe maximum. But at the end of the day, they've caught 25 largemouth between them, and they're happy. They're ecstatic, and they get the odd good one. So it's what what it was. It was one of the places that I really like to go. But basically, my teeth were cut on Clayton Lake out by Almont, Ontario. First place I ever caught a largemouth, and Big Rito is my heart.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the best part, Jim, that you talk about all the time, back in the day, you had to hone your skills. It was a lot different than it is now. Technology has certainly made fishing a lot, or anglers a lot more efficient when it comes to locating.
It's a lot easier to learn now than it was back then. Back then, you learned through trial and error.
Yeah.
And I mean, I remember Rocky coming to me one day and saying to me, these smallmouths. I said, yeah. He says, they swim around out in the open water, And I said, you think so? And it was one of those things, we'd go to fish a shoal, and you'd hear a splash behind you, 50 feet out or 50 yards out. You'd see fish on the surface, and you go out and you look around with the flasher or the graph, and there's nothing there. The fish are out there. You'd throw out a great big topwater bait, give it a couple of jerks, and catch a 3-pound smallmouth. Now you do that, you catch a 5-pound smallmouth. That's the difference between it. But I mean, we discovered that we caught them off the rocks, but they lived in open water. And Lake Ontario is it's just what it is.
It sure is.
Was pre-fishing a thing back then?
Yep.
Now, how did you? Okay, you found a spot. How did you remember where it was, or did you have some way of recording it, or how did you? Yeah, it was all in your head,
or the bottle.
Oh, I had tricks. Yeah, I used to.
Big Jim, spot
exactly.
one.
Have a bottle floating on a string. No. I actually, a couple of times, had one of the best spots we ever.
If you're reading this, look behind you.
Yeah. Can you spell 308? No. I actually picked a marker up into St. Lawrence on a net that said that.
Oh, no way. Really?
Wow.
I'm out of here.
Wow.
I didn't know what it was. I was just curious. But no, we'd find a spot, and immediately we would start looking for rifle sights. Like I'd be here, I'd line up the post with the light on that assembly point sign and the flag in the background, stuff like that. All rifle sights, and it'd be written on the back of the maps because we didn't just click a button and follow a black line, eh?
Right.
If you wanted to find a shoal, you had to find it. You didn't just drive to it.
Right.
That was the whole difference, eh?
Yeah.
And that's why we tried to keep stuff like that when we found it.
Yeah.
We tried to keep it to ourselves, but I still remember at Big Rito once with Rocky and I. We fished the first day off this weed bed, and it was just a fantastic milfoil bed. It was green, it was red on top. There was 10 million sunfish.
Red tips.
Yep. And we caught in like 20 minutes. We caught like 23 pounds, and we looked at it. I said, "We need to get out of here. This place is loaded. Like, just leave it, eh?" So we left. We come back in the morning. It's way out in the middle of Big Rito. We're lining it up, and we're looking and looking, and we realize the tree is gone. The big dead elm.
Oh, no.
You know the way there's a great big dead white elm tree? I'm looking at it. So we go in the afternoon. We ended up finding it. We caught a bunch of fish, so we decided to go fish docks and trees on the shore for the rest of the day. Just looking for a hammer. And we get out there and we're coming along the shore, and I'm looking at the cottage, and I realized, I said to them, "Look at that!" And you could see the wood all piled up. They had cut the tree down. It was all blocked.
Knock on their door. Excuse me.
Yeah. Put that tree back up. You need it for next week.
Can you stand right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, it's.
I love hearing these stories.
It's a whole different game. And guys, I'll bring up forward facing sonar. I see people out there freaking out about it, but it's what it is. It's the way the game has changed.
It's and we were saying this the other day. It's maximized your time on the water. It's made you as an angler more efficient.
Yep.
You're not wasting your time anymore fishing dead water. You know what I mean? And I can't you think back in the day, right? Like you were saying, you had these maps. You had to figure out where you were going first. Then you had to figure out where the spot on the spot was.
Yep. I think the only thing in the future is going to hurt a lot of anglers is they're not going to have to develop the skill at finding fish.
Oh, yes.
Or as much just operating, and it's going to change completely how it's done. Yeah. And I don't care either way how it is. It's what it is. Like, Scotty often hears me talk about, well, if we're going to get rid of forward-facing sonar, then let's get rid of electric motors. Let's get rid of braided line. Let's get rid of BKK hooks. You know what I mean? All the good
Let's get
stuff.
rid of polarized glasses.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There's a good one as a weed
Right.
fisherman. I used to have like 3 pairs in the boat in case I lost one.
Well, let's get rid of boats then.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things.
Hey, short tournament
winds,
next week.
Right. the winds are picking up. I just looked up the winds here. We're looking at so it is 16 mile an hour winds with gusts of 30.
That's mile an hour.
No,
or
sorry,
kilometers?
kilometers an hour. 16 kilometer an hour winds, gusts of 30. So it has picked up quite a bit from this morning. We're going to check out the expo again. Hopefully it's not a windy disaster zone. But I believe, Ron, what's happening in the expo?
He blew away.
He blew away. He blew away. But yeah, the winds definitely have picked up.
Oh, that was wild. Some of the gusts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but they are going to calm down, which is nice. Oh, after the weigh-in. So this is what we're going to expect for the rest of the day. So for the guys that are out there on the water, they're in for a surprise on their way back in. Oh, Ron's ready. So Ron and Antonio from Eating Wild, one of our sponsors here, with an update.
Nice.
Antonio Smash, what's going on, brother?
Oh man, I'm having a great day today, Ron. It's the weather's beautiful. We got things blowing around all over the place. It's the park is packed and the stage is rocking with the boys on the live. So it's a good day today, Ron. It's a great day.
You know what? We are so glad that you're one of the sponsors of this event. You supplied all the food to the anglers, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now your gig is you're a chef, right?
Yeah, man, I'm a chef by trade. I own a business called Gourmet Craft and Catering, which we cater to movie sets. We're on commercials, movies, television shows, Hallmark films, whatever it is in Ontario. We have mobile kitchens that go right on set, and we feed the cast, the crew, keep them hydrated. Dan Hooks at Martin's is on the craft side of it. I'm on the catering side of it. We work together. So it's a dream job for me to get to feed people every day, but to be around like the industry is incredible as well.
So you guys, the four of yous, podcast, big podcast, like it's getting there, buddy.
We've been blessed enough to be in the top 10 wow, I'd say for the last 3 months we've been up there. We hit third in Canada at one point, which was, I mean, it's crazy. You got 4 best friends that grew up fishing, and now we're hunting. It's been about 5-6 years we got into the hunting, and you know, with the culinary background with myself and Dan, and then you got the Hook Set and Top Dog Prayer. I'm dropping nicknames here, but the guys that listen to the podcast, they know who they are. So again, like Top Dog this morning does a live with me. He's out on Georgian Bay. He should be here right now, by the way. And he's on Georgian Bay, and I had him on the FaceTime, and it's wild, man. We get to share our stories, and we get to share recipes, and just taking people on the journey of what we do.
So how did this all come about? Like, how did you guys think about this podcast? How did you get together?
It's crazy. My good friend Angelo Viola from Fishing Canada, Pete Bowman, those guys, again, I've known them for a while. Dan and I were working on Star Trek, actually. So if you're a Trekkie, we fed those guys for about 5 years. And one of the drivers was actually worked for Angelo at Pine Post Productions. And he says, I'm going to hook you up with Angelo because he's a foodie. He loves food. And he's Italian. I'm Italian. So anyways, he gets Angelo on the phone. You would never believe this. And I'm talking to Ange. And he's like, I want you to come down and come be on, he had the radio show on the Fan 590, and I'm going to interview you. And we just became friends, and it's crazy how the whole fishing and food stuff kind of brings you together. And, he signed us up to his network. We were part of the Pine Post Productions and Outdoor Journal Radio. And from there, we just sort of went on our own, and we kept it going. It's a lot of work. You've been on the camera for a long time. It's a lot of work, but we get to use it now as an excuse to get together. So we actually just get together, once a week. And sometimes it's not all 4 of us. It's just me or Lou, or me and Lou and Siege and Dan. So, but the point is our listeners got to know us now personally. So they're only listening to hear what's happening in our lives now, not about our food or what we're catching and what we're hunting for. So it's incredible, man. We're blessed to do it.
So you got some spices going out. I mean, I'm stealing those. You know that, right?
I got a loop bag with your name on it, all right, Ron?
So where can we find these anyway?
You can go on our website, theeatingwildpodcast.ca, and we're just getting involved now. We're starting to share recipes, like I said, but we're also complementing it with stuff that I use every day in the kitchen. And it's more or less not just for wild game. It's for everything. You can use it on poultry. You can use it on steak. You can use beef, vegetables, whatever you want. We have, for me, I'm lucky enough to feed hundreds of people a day. So I have guinea pigs they'll tell me if they don't like it or not. So, you know, when I'm creating...
Will they tell you the truth?
You can tell me that no hard feelings. It never hurts me, by the way. And but, you know, I got to develop some nice seasonings for fish. Start off with the key lime and lemon pepper. And lemon pepper, as you know, is one of the most staples for fish. And Hookset was like, listen, we got to add something different. What can we add that's different? So we incorporated lime to the lemon and lime. So we got this key lime and lemon pepper seasoning that is, like, I got nothing here. I don't even have it here because we sold out of it so quickly. But if you go online and you check them out, you can get them $12.99. I think we got it for, because you 114 grams. And I'll tell you, 114 grams. And I'll tell you right now, it'll change your fish. I got people texting me saying, listen, man, how can I get this? So we finally got them on our website. I do have the smoky maple, which is amazing on like trout, salmon. It's got like that sugary aspect to it, so it's almost candies your fish. But again, you could use it on steak too, right? If you like it more sweet. We have Lose a Jerk, and the reason why we called it Lose a Jerk, because you know you're a jerk, pal. You're watching this right now, and we had the name the Lose a Jerk for you, buddy. So we got Lose a Jerk. If you're into jerk, this is more of a tamed jerk. It's not as spicy as your traditional. So I figured, you know, people that can't handle the spice can still enjoy the flavors. And it's a very, very hard in the Caribbean style. With chicken, you could use it on fish as well, and vegetables, man. It's awesome.
I am looking forward to my little grab bag to go home here, buddy. I'll tell you that right now. Where can you find your podcast?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you stream, YouTube now. You can find our podcast and listen up, man. We're always giving stuff away. We're teamed up with the Butcher Shop, which is an incredible provider, delivered right to your front door within 200 kilometers of the GTA. Wow. Next day delivery. You can order from porterhouse steaks, ribeyes. You can get tomahawks, whatever you want. Canadian Prime, doesn't get better than that. So get online, start ordering, and start using the seasonings on it.
You know what? That's fantastic. I've done your podcast. You guys are fantastic. I really like what you do. Come down to Confederation Park. Check these guys out. It's unbelievable. Smash the Man is here. I'll tell you right now. Make sure you go online, check his podcast. Guys, we're going to tour around here at Confederation Park and see what else is going on. Back to you.
Thanks, Ronnie boy. Thanks, Ronnie boy. That was Antonio Moleca. The guys, honestly, he is quite the chef.
He's an absolute gem. I've just met him this weekend. I like this guy.
He's phenomenal, and the rest of the boys, they're incredible. We met at the Sportsman show, and he handed me a bag of his jerk seasoning. He says, "Try this." And I got home and I was like, and we're big jerk chicken eaters. My brother,
my favorite way to eat chicken.
My brother and I, we kind of compete over the jerk chicken title. And I went home that night and made jerk chicken, and it was so, with his spices, and it was so good. I went back to the show and I said, "Boys, I got something for you." And I gave them the chicken. I said, "Try this." And he was blown away. He says, "What is this?" I said, "This is your jerk chicken seasoning." He's like, "No, it's not." I said, "Yeah, absolutely. It's the best jerk chicken he's ever had." So I hold the title for jerk chicken. So Lou, if you're watching this, Lou's a Jerk is probably one of my favorite jerk chicken seasonings. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
And the spread that he put on at CanCast last year, holy smokes, those sausages.
The Zalzich.
1,800 sausages
or
something like that.
Yeah, the Butcher Shop.
And you know what?
Butcher Shop
These
donated.
guys gave them all away. Would not take a cent from anyone.
Oh, wow, that's nice, eh?
Yeah. So
and they were delicious.
They were absolutely incredible. Yeah, the Zalzich. The winds are howling right now. We were looking at them, and they're going to stay at this 16 kilometers, gusts of 30, all the way to 5 o'clock, and then it's going to go up there. But getting back to the whole Eating Wild podcast thing, I think the beauty is they're just four guys that just like fishing and hunting, just like the four of us would.
Yeah.
And you truly fall in love with some of the stories. And now the spices and the catering and dude, first time I spent time with him was on the set of The Boys. Called me up. He says, I need you to come down to Toronto. I said, "What's up?" He goes, "You're going to help me cater to 1,500 people on the set of The Boys." And I said, "What? Yes, absolutely." And it was like being back in my element, right? Like, you're in the kitchen, you're serving, you're eating, you're talking, you're spicing. It was phenomenal. It was awesome. But
very cool.
Check those guys out, and we do thank them for providing all the lunches to the anglers, and thanks to the Butcher Shop for the...
Not only the anglers, but I got a sandwich bag today.
Oh, did you?
Oh, nice. Wow.
So he did hook up with a local.
I didn't get a sandwich.
We'll see.
We'll have to make sure Big Jim gets one.
It had a butter tart in it too.
Well, and that's the thing. So the beauty part is he hooked up with a local guy here, and instead of just buying at random, he went to a local business in Kingston and said, "Put something in this grab bag."
Oh, neat.
Isn't that cool?
Right. No, he gave him the recipes and said, "This is what we
Yeah,
want."
he said, yeah. So the butter tarts, they actually made the butter tarts at the deli here, the Cafe Deli. A great guy. And Tom's a fantastic guy. But the community in Kingston is absolutely phenomenal. Here we are to more fishing action. Big Jim, I know you're staring at these screens and you're not saying much, which is kind of odd to me because I was hoping you'd carry this whole thing. I want Big Jim to carry this. This is the Big Jim show, and he's staring at fishing. So
What's wrong with that? I got a couple of rods in the truck. Let's go.
How do you keep Big Jim quiet? Put fishing on the television. Oh, boy.
In a situation
Explain to
like-
us what you see. Yeah, I was going to say.
In a situation like this, Jim, where the winds have changed, like, what changes would you make on where you're targeting the fish, where you'd be on the lake?
Well, I would try to do what I set out to do, and I would take it like literally to the limit. And the wind was the thing I hated most. You know, I absolutely I hated wind. It was the most horrible thing I think that you could find. But I got to tell you, there comes a point where you have to bail.
Yeah.
If you can't do what you wanted to do efficiently, you have to leave.
Right.
And see, it's things like you know, like when you watch the Johnson brothers out here, and so often when the weather's bad, they're standing out there, they're leaning on the pro pole, they got boots on or sandals or whatever, and every other wave is washing across their feet, and they pan around, and there's no other boats there, because it's a pain in the butt to fish like that. It's not fun.
I was going to say, was it your thing? Did you like rough water? Did you?
No.
You a Cooper Gallant and love to chop?
You couldn't do what you wanted to do as well, eh? And that's when you have to bail. And it's and like the Johnson boys and a lot of the guys will take it right to the limit.
Well, they know what it takes to win, and they will do that. It doesn't. The water conditions doesn't really matter to those guys, and they proved it.
I will say it might have something to do with live scope, and this might be the one bad thing about live scope, because if you're marking fish, it's hard to leave them if you know they're there.
If you know they're there, yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
No.
Playing with my emotions, I call it.
Yes.
I'm surprised to see this many guys that they're showing pictures here that they're cranking. I don't know what they're throwing. It could be a rattle bait, could be whatever, but they're chugging and winding, and they're looking for smallmouth.
Looks like Brett and Joe.
So let's say you had 5 poles lined up, Jim, and you're fishing the St. Lawrence right here out from the shores of Kingston. What would you have on all 5 of those lines? What would you have tied up?
Fishing just for smallies?
Yes.
Have a jerk bait, a rattle bait. Today, a topwater probably not going to work. There's just when the water's breaking, it just doesn't seem to work. And then it would come down to other little things like drop shot rigs, little teeny weeny little swim baits and stuff like that, or maybe a 4-inch or 5-inch swim bait if you're getting bit. Yeah. I mean, I learned a long time ago from a guy called Babe Winkleman about fishing in the fall, about fishing in the fall for smallmouths and walleyes.
Yep.
Fishing back in the old days, we used to fish a jig and a minnow in the fall for smallmouths. Yep. And we'd be out there with like a 3 or 4-inch minnow. And I watched the show with him, with Al Lindner. And they're putting like 6-inch chubs on a fuzzy grub, and they're catching 4-pound smallmouths and 8-pound walleyes. And I'm putting a 3 and 4-inch one on, and I'm catching 2 and 3-pound smallmouths and 4-pound walleyes.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And the big baits, big fish eat big baits, but small fish also eat big baits too. It works back and forth. It's not just one way.
Amen.
I mean, how many do you see how many times do you see a picture of a muskie guy out there with a big giant crankbait that's like 14, 15 inches long, and he's got a 4-pound bass hanging off it or a 3-pound bass hanging off it.
So lately in the industry, you've seen baits get smaller and smaller, and smaller and smaller. Do you think it's going to come to the point where it's going to get bigger and bigger? We're going to be throwing these big glide baits and
you
baits
never
and
know.
stuff here.
Look at Steve Kennedy. I mean, there's a guy who's throwing glide baits and great big swim baits all the time. And I mean, he's a very successful angler.
Here's a fishy.
Yeah. I mean, I have guys now. It's really funny. Like you guys know, I make a lot of fluff. That was what I
was just going to ask you.
I used to make it for the Johnsons. In the beginning, when they came to me and told me, they said to me, "Can you make these for us?" And I looked at it. Oh, it looks like a crappy jig kind of like type thing. And he said, "But you can't tell anybody you're making them." We're talking like 8 years ago. Maybe.
Wow.
You can't tell anybody you're making them. And they got me the heads, the little weenie heads, the little number 1 and 2 hooks, sometimes even 4. So like really
Lights are falling.
Really small hooks.
Chips are falling.
Boy, the wind's getting up.
Wow,
there,
the wind
right?
we just had one heck of a gust there.
Yeah, that's no 30 Ks. That's a lot more.
Yeah.
That's a lot more than 30. Absolutely.
Yeah. Lost a light.
How effective would fluff be on a day like today, Jim?
Was it? Not even thinking about it, because you
Very, very light, right?
couldn't feel it. You couldn't control it. Eh? Yep.
Oops. Sorry, we're having some problems with the wind here.
Weather-related
problems.
yes.
Yeah.
That wasn't me falling.
Please stand.
Yeah, Jim is still sitting.
Get the winch out.
Right.
Yeah. Funny the way those gusts just come from nowhere. And like we're sheltered. We're in between buildings. It must funnel down from that street up there.
It must. Yeah. In terms of water clarity, Jim, back in the day, was the water the same as it is now? Or?
No, it's a lot clearer now.
A lot clearer now?
Yeah. But, I mean, it was clear. It's even clearer now.
So how important was color back then compared to now?
I think it was always the same. I mean, I'm a natural guy.
Yeah.
I like bright stuff if I'm going to use something that's moving fast.
Right.
Just to make it easier to see, I believe, eh? Yeah. But, yeah, not much has changed that way. I mean, you see all the new colors that come out. They're all mixtures of dark, subtle, greeny, browny type stuff, you know? That stuff natural. Like I always used to say, not very interesting. When it comes to color, like for Rocky and I, on the right day for us, I mean, we'd be out there fishing with something, and we'd fish with something that was a dirty brown color with a couple of green flecks in it, and that was going way out there. And we used to see guys out there, they used to have those electric blue worms and stuff like that. I mean, it still catches fish. Fish eat it, but we stuck with stuff that was basically 4 to 5 inches long, and it worked.
And now you've got, we've talked about it before when it comes to scent. You were not a big guy when it came to scent.
I used it, but with
the evolution of bait fuel and some of these other attractants that you see out there, how important is that now?
Yeah, I think it goes. I've spent a lot of time talking with Bruce Tufts about this, and I think bait fuel is like I don't know if you want to refer to it as a scent. Really, like as a fish attractant, like definitely they eat it, because some of the stuff that he showed me where they dispersed it in the water and then poured it into the tank, and the fish go around just sort of, they're looking, they know there's something to eat there, but they can't find it because it's not there, like they're right. And he's done things where they'll get something and they'll put it on little pieces of stuff, drop it in, and you suck it in, spit it back out. The next one, they all have to try it. And it's not like that with other stuff.
Speaking of the school, something interesting that I heard an angler say yesterday, maybe it was a small one, they were calling, what have you. Mm-hmm. There must be an enzyme, and I'd like to talk to Bruce Tufts about it. Is there an enzyme that these fish release when they get back down to that school that triggers all the other fish? Well, we're in trouble.
Yeah, they talk about stress hormones, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it's real, but God, Scotty, I don't fish smallmouth as much as I used to. I really hardly fish them ever at all now. But it's I've sat on top of a school of fish and caught like 25. And they just keep coming.
Right.
And you're letting them go, often you watch them on the electronics, they swim right back down to the bottom, And that's something else with like fish. If you can't see them, they went that way type of thing, Like with electronics now. You let a fish go, you can watch where it goes. It's going back to the other fish. If you can't see them, they went that way type of thing,
What I think is interesting is how two invasive species, we got the goby and we got the zebra mussels, that have basically turned the St. Lawrence into fire.
Yeah.
You know, like oh my God, the zebra mussels, all the gobies. Well, let me tell you something. As an angler, I'm not saying put invasive species in your bodies of water or transfer fish. I'm not saying that at all. But it's I think it's pretty crazy how something that was like, oh my God,
that's the
has
thing.
turned into something really special.
Yeah, because it was like panic. You remember the zebra mussels?
Yeah.
And look at Lake Erie now. Mm-hmm. They spawn on the old dead zebra mussel beds, and the little fry, when they hatch, hide in the zebra mussels in all the old shell beds and everything. So they have look, there's they say there's 40 million walleyes or something now in Lake Erie.
Oh, wow.
I can't even count that high,
No kidding. And to your point about water clarity and the amount of water that they filter, they've done us a huge favor, those zebra mussels, to a certain
the
extent.
amount of garbage. Yeah, when you were talking about clarity a while ago, Scotty, I was thinking there's a place on St. Lawrence down here that I used to fish. I fished it when I fished with Rocky. I fished it when, like after Rocky. It's called Goldwing Shoal.
Okay, yeah.
And, somebody must have caught a big fish. The guys from Lenny DeVos is coming down with the fire trucks to watch. No, but we always fished it, and we knew we caught a lot of fish off it. And you could see where the granite came out off the end of the island and went down. And you'd see in about 8, 10, 12, 15 feet of water, there'd be eelgrass just swaying in the current. And you'd look down, if you got lucky, the odd time you saw a fish. And then I went there. I hadn't been there in years. And I was out there. I was with Tammy one day, fished on the St. Lawrence, trying to get some pictures. And I said to her, I'm going to go try Goldwing Shoal. She goes, yeah, okay, whatever, go. Whatever. I go over and I try it. And I go over and I get there. And I look down in the water. And I can see all these big boulders and gravel and weed and everything, things that I couldn't see before.
Wow.
And I look at it, it's like 28 feet deep. And I'm looking at it like it was an aquarium.
Wow.
And there was a few years there where it really, I hadn't been to that spot probably, 3-4 years maybe.
So I see a lot of anglers out here, especially the last couple of days. They're sight fishing. The water's clear enough that they can sight fish. Was that something that you guys did a lot of back then? Just.
Yeah. But see, a lot of the times back then too, you didn't see a lot of smallmouths up shallow back then. They simply were not there.
Gotcha.
They've changed what they do, and I'm sure it's because of gobies. I'm sure it's because of gobies. 100%. I mean, I've watched off the back of Big Bar Shoal here. I was out with, what was it the day we already saw? Mike Nabulsi.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Last night.
Yeah, it makes the Shadzillas and everything. Yep. We're out there, and we're watching fish, smallmouths, and then all of a sudden I said to him, I said, what are they over there? They're about 20 feet of water, and they were lake trout.
Wow.
It was half a dozen. They were giants. They were like 5, 6, 7 pounds, and they were up on their noses, nose down, just going along. There's a goby. There's a goby.
Was this in the spring, Jim?
No, this would have been. No, this would have been in like July.
Really?
We were,
Wow. I could believe. Yeah, I could see it in the spring.
100%.
Wow, that's crazy.
And we were shocked that we saw bass on beds because that was the day. Well, to show you how long ago this was, it was the day that I caught the first smallmouth I ever caught on a spy bait.
Oh, you told me about this. Yeah.
We're in the boat. We're talking about it, and I says to him, "Hey, I got this new thing from Jackal. It's called a spy bait. So because that's good, whatever else. I tied on straight the braid. I didn't even bother putting on a leader. We wanted to see what it did. Yeah. I make a few casts and I chuck it out there, and I'm bringing it back, and I'm doing like you're supposed to, dead slow, and it's looking in the water. It's not doing anything, and that kind of stuff. And I'm bringing it back, and all of a sudden I said, look, there's 3 or 4 big smallmouths behind it. And they're like 4 or 5 pounders. And I'm thinking, I'm getting all hyped up, eh? We hadn't caught a fish for a while, let me tell you. It was not the best day we ever had out there. And in the back, here comes this big black thing. Just giant. Swims right through them, just eats it. And that was the one that was 712.
Wow.
The first fish I ever caught at spy bait was 712.
712.
Have you thrown it since?
Oh. I throw it now for crappies.
Really, eh?
I figured that out. It's the best crappie bait in the world.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, they're over there. You throw your slip bobber, your jig spinner, your little fluff, whatever. Try a little spy bait.
Oh, wow.
Small one, like 3 inches. Dead slow.
It is a very slow retreat.
Yeah. And to show you when they came out too, because nobody ever dreamed of using a bait like that looked like a big topwater, looked like a dying flutter or something with the props. And I'm telling guys to buy it, and they're contacting me. They're getting back to me and saying, I must have a faulty one because it sinks. I had 2 or 3 guys tell me that. I told them, I said, I told you to go read up about them. Google.
Yeah.
Spy baits, that kind of thing. But, yeah, it floats. It's no good. It's
hilarious.
Good. That's the best thing. It sinks. Yeah.
That's a pretty wild story about the smallies, or the lake trout.
Yeah.
Lake trout in shallow water like that.
Yeah. Well, they're down 15, 20 feet off the south side. So that's the main lake. So you'd be surprised, eh?
Well, I think it's the time of year that surprises me. Like even Mark saying,
July. I can see it spring all day long.
Like the fall even. I mean, we did a trip, and this was probably the coolest thing I'd ever come across. We did a trip up north, and we were catching lake trout. We were basically sight fishing lake trout in 3 feet of water.
Crazy.
3 feet of water.
We talked
for every 4.
So funny.
Yeah.
We talked about this on live. That there's a gentleman in Muskoka that made a video that went viral, doing exactly as you just described in 3 feet of water. He couldn't believe how many lake trout he was.
It was insane. It was insane. And for every 3 Lakers you caught a whitefish.
Amen.
Yeah. We ended up keeping 1 whitefish that day, filleted it up, and we cut it open. And it was just full of eggs, lake trout eggs.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. But I remember being up in Great Bear Lake, and one of the lads, Steve Sherman, who you guys probably know.
Oh, yeah, I remember Steve.
He was catching lake trout on topwater on like walk the dog baits, like spooks catching like 15, 20-pound lake trout.
On topwater, that's wild.
Just blowing, like 10 feet of water, just
what a rush that would
Can you imagine?
Be, right? Yeah, that would be a rush.
They're aggressive as it is, and have them hit top. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we caught them on everything up there. We had such a fun. I brought some great big giant lures with us. They just crushed them. Well, look at the Lindners.
Yeah.
Fishing for lake trout. They're catching big fish. Jimmy Linder gets the idea one day. We need something bigger, but we don't have anything bigger. Takes a Dodger, puts a hook on the back of it like a 5/0 treble or something, hanging back about 6 inches on a piece of line, and they start trolling the Dodger. Next thing you know, I think it was a 37-pound lake trout that they got out of a lake.
Oh, look at the size of this fish on screen right now.
Oh, we got a big one?
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Who do we got?
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
My eyes are so bad, I can't tell who that is.
I'd want to.
Is that Luzak? It's Suzuki. No, it's not Luzak.
No.
That's a big fish.
That's a big fish.
When they look big on TV, they're big.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
It doesn't seem to be that windy where they
Not where they are, no.
There's so much of this and like this is up to date. This ain't like at 7:30 this morning.
Oh, this is live.
This is live right now, yeah.
They're sheltered there, but still, that's not bad to fish in right there.
That looks like the other side of Amherst, no?
Oh man, rocks and trees.
Rocks and trees.
Anywhere, right?
Could be the Canadian Shield. Canadian Shield. So here, I thought about this on the way here today. If you took a vote, like we got a lot of really good fishermen out here, including, probably I feel safe in saying arguably the 2 best smallmouth fishermen ever on the planet are out there fishing. So if you took a vote amongst all the anglers, all the people, took into account recent standings in, say, the last 5 years or something, and you were to pick the top 50 anglers out of that, smallmouth guys, and turn them loose out here, could you imagine what would happen?
Oh, I'd love to watch it. Yeah. I'd love to be sitting here watching it, I'll tell you.
And that's not knocking any of these guys out here in any way.
Yep.
Just, some way to figure out who we think would be the top 50 ranked smallmouth fishermen in the world and have them out here yesterday, because yesterday the fish bit. I had guys call me that they couldn't believe the fish that they caught. Just out, out in a kayak, out fishing. I had a guy from the Bay of Quinte called me up. He says, I can't believe it. We only caught like 20 walleyes all year at the cottage. We caught like 31 today.
Wow.
Or something like the fish just bit.
Yeah. They were chewing yesterday.
Yep.
There's a couple guys that we know. That's Joe Ford, Brent Valaire.
Oh, Joey.
They look like they're out in some rough water.
The deck's dry. It ain't that bad.
It ain't
Right.
I remember in the Canadian Open, Big Bar Shoal, and I hit and this is back in the day of the 18-foot Ranger and the GT 150s.
Yep.
It was a long time ago, eh? And somebody needs a drink.
Thank you, darling.
We were out, and somebody needs a drink.
Thank you, darling.
We were out there, and it was so funny. I went off 2 or 3 waves. I always considered myself a good boat driver because I was trained by a guy, Ernie Jansen, or not Ernie Jansen, Ernie Jandurko. He was an American lad, and he taught Rocky and I. He put a lot of the finishing touches to us as anglers. And I'm out there, and I've got a guy with me by the name of Dave Dornspleet. I don't know whether you remember him.
Name's familiar.
He fished the Canadian Open. He must have fished it 20 times as a non-boater, and he eventually did win.
Oh, wow.
That was the cool thing about it. Dave isn't with us anymore. It's really, really sad. He was a wonderful guy. But he's sitting beside me. We're rolling along, and I dodged 2 or 3 waves, and I'm watching them because it's like every 5th one is like a 1.5 feet higher than the one before it, eh? And we're going, and I misjudged one, and we went right into it. Like, from 25 miles an hour to a dead stop. There were big winds. And we're sitting there, the water's up to our waist, or as high as it could be in the boat. Full, eh? And he looks at me and he says to me, "Is this what's called stuffing it?"
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Was that aluminum boat?
No, it was a little Ranger.
Really? Okay, yeah.
The 372, I think it was, or 371, yeah.
One other thing, too, Jim, that we've talked about, Jay Barnews and I have talked to in his segments as well, is we had a delayed start to the season, right? And now with the waters where they should be, they haven't had that window of opportunity to feed. Is that what we're cashing in on right now? Is that this window was so small?
I don't think so. You hear guys all the time say, "Oh, wait till the fall when the fish fatten up."
Yeah.
You look at the guts on these things; they can't get any fatter.
Exactly.
Oh, they can. We saw that picture.
That's a freak, though, eh?
Yeah.
But I mean, when these fish are done spawning, they go on vacation for a couple of days, and then they do this, and they stop when it freezes. Or not stop, but they slow right down. They eat all summer. That's what summertime is. They're cold-blooded. They have to eat. They can digest food in 6 to 8 hours like that. And so that means 3 meals a day, no problem. They're going to they open their mouth and they swim.
Yep.
If they don't eat, they die.
Exactly.
I will say, though,
I'm not going to die for a while.
We're good. Jim, we're good for a while. Maybe a decade or two.
Oh, I love it.
But, yeah, in terms of the population of smallies and, of course, all fish in this area, competition for food is right up there. It has to be.
Yeah, can you imagine how many minnows get eaten every day?
I can't, right?
Like within eyesight of the waterfront here.
We couldn't
How many
sell
crayfish?
Yeah, we couldn't sell as many minnows as they eat. 100%.
Yeah, it's just a pile of them. It's incredible though. This, I've said it for years. I don't care what anybody says. Where the St. Lawrence meets Lake Ontario is the best smallmouth bass fishery in the world, and it's not even open to interpretation. There's nothing else that you can make me. I mean, you just watch. What happens.
Yeah. And some would argue that, outside of maybe Lake Erie and Lake of the Woods, the St. Lawrence.
Well, yeah, Lake Erie has some great fish.
But, I'm thinking about other species like walleye. I know Lake Erie, everybody knows about Lake Erie, but up here, the
walleye just down below here.
Yeah.
Guys don't talk. I talk to guys go out in the evening, this time of the year on now, and they fish with great big giant minnow baits, like as big as they can get them, and they just swim them slow over the shoals at night as soon as it gets dark, and they're catching like 26, 28, 30, 31-inch walleyes.
Think about that.
There's another one on camera there.
Hand over fist.
You missed one?
Yeah, we just missed that one.
Oh.
There's Josh again, smile on his face.
Yep.
Those two are having a blast on the water. If he throws that back.
I was just going to say that.
That's not a good sign for today so far.
Yeah, the boat just before that, I think that was team number 9, I believe it was. Team number 9, Liam and Dante. I think they brought in 25 plus pounds yesterday.
Nice.
These guys were now staring at the second place team with 29
in there.
Let's see that.
Yeah, they were just a couple ounces off. Eh?
Yeah, so they're already at the calling stage. That's a live well full of small or largies right there.
Yes.
Now, obviously, guys.
There it goes.
The team from yesterday, Mark and Moose, we've obviously seen a big difference in terms of the catch rate of fish. Like yesterday, it seemed like bang, bang, bang. It was happening, lightning speed.
Yeah.
Things are a little bit different. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're struggling catching fish. It's probably due to signal, like we just
signal, yeah.
Oh, there's the Lund again. Unsinkable 2, chasing somebody.
Yeah.
Attaboy, Sean. Keep up with that.
Passing
boat.
him.
It's probably Azumi. He's like, would you get away from me? Like,
Yeah.
See, that's the wind's getting up there.
It is.
Yeah,
You can tell the size of the swells there. Yeah, my heart hurts for. My heart hurts for Unsinkable too.
Your heart went back.
Yeah. Well, I've got those.
Go to black. I've
got those seats, right? Like my captain seats is so cushiony. It's like riding a couch, that Lund. But yeah, it looks like he's trying to keep up to somebody there. We're back to Joe Ford and Brent Valaire there. I think they might have just put a fish in the live well.
Nice.
Oh, there's a tangle.
Wow, we've still got
happens to the best of them.
Some great predictions here of bags. They're still in the 30s. Everybody's convinced it's good.
Oh yeah, there it is. Nice fish, boys. Nice fish. All right, so just quickly before we go to any other boats, I mean, I want you guys to understand that these two here, this is like their dream come true. The CISA Kingston Open has been in the works for over 12 months. It's been 3 years we've been talking about it. 2 years we've been trying to implement it, and the past 12 months have just been an absolute amazing time to polish everything up. Joe and Brent and Izumi and Pete and Haggerty and all these guys that sit on the board of Canada Bass as representatives have really sort of honed in on what we think could be some of the funnest events that we'll see here in Ontario. Canada Bass obviously competing in all the Black Bass Championships, the Pan Americans, the Worlds. Off in New Brunswick last year, we different nations, and it was a hit. And then this is how the Kingston CISA Open was born. So here we are, Kingston CISA Open, Milwaukee, our partner at the event. Not to mention, I mean, and not to forget, Yeti, BKK, Livingston, John Deere. And Eating Wild. If it wasn't for people like that, obviously this event wouldn't be as successful as it is. So my hat's off to those guys. Thank you very much. The predictions. What are the predictions?
They're all around 30. Everybody's around 30. It's incredible. They honestly believe there's going to be a dirty 30 caught here.
Dirty 30. It's possible. Yep. Big Jim, you saw the numbers from yesterday. I'm going to give you the numbers. I don't know if you can see those names there. The names and numbers.
Yep.
I'm sure you recognize quite a few of them. Do you think anybody's going to move for that position, or is it going to stay the same today and everybody's making their big move tomorrow? Like, are guys holding back today knowing that, okay...
Well, there's 20 boats go the last day?
20 boats go on last day.
So I think a lot of, anybody, if you're further up there, like, well, you take guys like the Johnsons, they don't care. They're going to catch every fish they can.
Yeah.
They've got so many places to go, so much ability.
Yeah.
They're just going to hammer it.
We got to come up with a name for them other than the I don't know, magicians. What do you call the Johnsons? The Kings of the River, I think, is what Ron called them. We got to come up with
Why
something.
don't we put it out there?
The Jedi.
No, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Let's name Corey and Chris Johnston. Let's give them a team name.
Jedi.
An unofficial team name. So everybody watching this right now, even in the rebroadcast if you're watching this, throw it down in the comments. I'm curious to see what people come up with.
One comment that I do have to mention, this is from Kevin Morgan. He said, nothing against Bass, B-A-S, but this is much better broadcasting.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Call me Mark Zona Hunter.
MZH.
You know what? That's a big thank you.
Feel my head again, stretching.
There we go.
That's massive. I think it's a similar product. It's two different things. We can't sit here and talk about fishing all day, but we can sit here and talk about fishing all day.
Yeah, thank you.
And
quick
Bass,
clarification.
But Bass they were the pioneers that made it possible for us to understand and see how it all went, and to be compared to them. My hat's off. Thank you, sir. That was
thanks
big. That's big. I mean, they still are the best.
I would frame that comment.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Zona Hunter.
Jim, what was the transition like back in the day?
Jim Mercer.
There was a time when, it was catch and keep, right? It was the stringers. We talked about this many, many times. When was that transition where it became not about catch and keep, now it's about catch and release?
Well, even in the beginning with BSS, you used to see those what are now horrific pictures of guys like Bobby Murray you see him with a rope with 10 bass on it, because the limit used to be 10. He's got 50 pounds of bass hanging on a rope, and they bring and they realized really quick that wasn't going to work. That wasn't going to work. That's all there was to it. And that's sort of, starting to where catch and release really became something. And that's what, I have people say to me, oh, but tournaments, they kill all. No, they don't kill all the fish. They put them back in the water. I remember when I used to go fishing, we keep a few to eat. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Fish are something I throw back in the water. I keep some crappies. Like, I've got that story I told you, Scotty, a million times behind the house. I'm sitting out there a couple of years ago, and I've got a bucket. I'm in the lawn chair. I'm just in my glory. I'm all alone. It's beautiful, dead calm. It's like the middle of April. I'm catching crappies. I got about 6 or 7 in the bucket right in the backyard. And they're not big. I caught some that were like 13 inches that night. I threw them back. I had some 9s and 10s. And at the end of the night, I looked in the bucket and thought, do I really need these? And I put them back in. And I don't mind cleaning fish. I used to be a bluegill fisherman, so I don't mind cleaning fish. That means nothing to me. But it's something that you have to do. You really do, and you see the results of it. The number of fish I've caught in my life, because I'm a hook mark checker.
Yep.
When every fish I catch, I look, see if they've been caught. I see so many fish with hook marks.
Yes.
So many fish. Little scar on their mouth,
You might have had something to do with that. I don't know. Just
few of them.
Just throwing that out there. You might have had something to do
a
with
few
it.
of them out there. Back to the list you gave me here, Moose, that shows the standings.
Yeah.
So they're figuring what you got to get. How much, like 46?
So yesterday, before they started,
47.
His prediction was 47
Before
we even started in the morning.
Yeah, before.
Not after seeing yesterday's rates.
My prediction was high. My prediction was up in the 50s. It was 50, and then now it's going to drop. But I think Mark could be right. That 47, 46 could be the proper cut. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, because 20th place was 24 and a half yesterday.
Yeah.
So if you match that, but you're probably not going to match it. That's
be tough.
The wind is going to be a little bit more of a factor. A lot of guys aren't going to be able to operate as well as they can, stuff like that. But if I'm down there and I'm lower and I'm below those guys, I'm not going to try to win the tournament. I'm going to try to get enough to get me into the cut.
Into the
correct.
And then you get the fish for the third day. Then you just throw all caution to the wind and do it, eh?
Yeah.
And I was really good when I fished tournaments, especially in four-day tournaments, at managing the fish.
Yeah.
At not beating them up. I'd go somewhere. I have a weed bed. I'd catch 2 or 3 out of it and leave. But I could come back there again, the next day and catch 2 maybe. And the number of times I've gone to a spot on the last day and caught like 1 fish and it would be a giant, and it makes a difference. So many times.
Absolutely.
You talk about the psyche of anglers too a lot, Jim. I mean, and some of the people that you've helped along the way in their careers. But you have a day like you had yesterday where it was like a smash fest, as Sean Quinn would say.
Absolutely.
Yep. Now today might be a little bit tougher of a bite. Is that going to play on your emotions? And exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, the number of times that I left to drive home from a tournament, say I would leave. Now we did really well in Midland all the time. I'd just be somewhere that was maybe a 5 or 6 hour drive home after, and I'd leave the place thinking, oh my God, because I was trying to I didn't go lay bricks all week or whatever, I didn't do that. I was trying to be in the fishing business. I wanted to be in it. That's why we started, just fishing and everything. And I just tried to do every day, everything that came up.
Another fish for Joe and Brett there.
And I'd be an hour away from the launch, and I'd be thinking, can I really do this? Geez, we didn't make any money this week. I didn't get a paycheck. We didn't win anything. And I'd be 2 hours away, and I'd be frothing at the mouth to get back.
That's awesome.
Ready to go to the next week. It plays on your mind, but I managed to spin it around quick. And I'm like that with everything in life. Things can jab me when they happen right away. Just give me a few minutes, and I'll change it all around in my mind, eh?
And lately you've had a lot of that, so you are you're living it. I'm telling you. I love some of the one came out of here. William Jones. He wants to call the Johnsons the Canuck Killers.
Ooh, the Canuck Killers.
It's an interesting nickname.
Interesting. The Canuck Killers. No.
Is that with a K?
Maybe.
I don't know about that one.
No.
I don't know.
We'd like to hear some more, though, if you do, guys.
We do want to hear.
Yeah, if you have any nicknames or, Johnson's at the end of the day, they could be called anything right now. They're great sticks, and they're what everybody wants to become. Yeah, everybody wants to become.
Two-time Angler of the Year.
Who
right?
doesn't want to become a Johnson?
That's massive.
Hey,
that's
man.
massive. I mean, you can.
I
see
remember
how
when
choked-
Bill Dance did that.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely.
That's a lot.
You think of it, like I saw some of the lists that Kevin Van Dam four times, and twice he did it back to back. Roland Martin, I think, was another one.
Yeah, Kevin Van Dam won 7 Angler of the Years. I think Roland won, 108?
And how many back to back? Like, it was just nuts when you saw the list and how many the accomplishments were incredible.
Wow.
Well, you know who else is coming along too, and to go away from Bassmaster is Jacob Wheeler.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
That guy, I'll tell you,
True enough.
he is there. I saw a list they had the other day, and I mentioned to Tammy, we're sitting eating lunch because we're working on just fishing now, and we went in the living room to eat lunch. And I'm sitting there, and I says to her, hey, look, they got a new list of top 10 bass fishermen in the world out, and of course she's really interested. So
Anybody here who was on that list? No.
So I read the list to myself. Number 1 is Jacob Wheeler, and then it goes down through all, and I come to 8th place Chris Johnson, 9th place Corey Johnson.
Wow.
And I thought, like, is there something in the water where this was done? You know, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, but Jacob Wheeler absolutely has a personality to go along with it. I love all his commercials.
Hilarious.
Oh my Lord.
Stuff he does with his wife is funny.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, all these guys had these nice jerseys, like supplemented. Did you do the old coverall thing, Jim?
I never did the coverall thing, but I did do the patches.
Yeah, the
I
vest.
had to do it, yeah. In fact, we were just talking about that the other day. I have a patch from 1977.
No way.
The New York Invitational. I was the first Canadian to ever fish a BSS event.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day. There was a guy asked me about it, and he said, I thought it was Hank Gibson. I said, no, Hank Gibson was the first Canadian to fish the Classic.
That's kind of a cool idea. We should bring the whole patch thing back.
Well,
kind of like it.
Have you seen? Well,
kind of like it.
Have you seen the Joeys with their vests?
I have
Yes.
the Joey. Yeah.
All those patches?
Yeah.
I gave them to him.
Oh no way.
Most of them. That's why he has all the Bassmasters and in fishermen and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I had those in a big Ziploc bag, and I was keeping them, and I thought, what am I doing? I'm keeping them in a Ziploc bag. He asked me if I had any old patches.
Yeah.
I sent them to him, and he went live on Facebook.
Yeah.
Had the package. He went wild. He couldn't believe what I said
He's
to him.
ecstatic over them.
Yeah, you know, and it's just too easy to do. It's just, you know, like here's a young kid that's coming up. Who knows? Maybe he's going to be the next Kevin Van Dam a few years.
Jim,
from now.
you've set the stage for that. Like at the end of the day, you are such a giver, and you know something that you think is so small and insignificant. You think is so small and insignificant means the world to somebody.
Right. Absolutely.
That is cool.
I know you guys can't see it
That's cool.
on
Looks like
live.
a goldfish, though.
It does look like a goldfish.
It's a koi
so
too.
Are you making fun of my patch?
That is
Don't ever wear a hoodie to an insult contest.
no doubt.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I think we should bring back the whole patch thing. I think that's wild. So instead of handing out stickers, we hand out patches at the next event.
What was it they used to call the guys that had all the patches on?
Patch
the patch
pirates.
Yeah.
Patch pirates.
There'd be like 150 patches. Every
Patches on patches.
competing sponsor. Yeah.
3D vest.
Oh my Lord.
Double-sided. Who do we got here? I can't. My eyes
It
just
looks like
don't
they might
work.
be in a river by
We've
the
got,
highway.
yeah,
does look like
it
a
does. For sure.
Now the wind might blow some of these anglers into the river, but
Yeah.
does it blow the fish, or do they stay where they
No,
are?
they're where they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you remember the old bass belt buckles?
Yes, I have one of those somewhere, and I don't know where it is. It got lost in the years. It's in a box in the garage somewhere.
Wow.
It's in a box
I used to
somewhere.
put one out every year. Always different. Really cool.
I had a Mr. Twister one too.
Yeah?
You sent in your $5 and you got 2 packs of tails and a belt buckle.
I got the spy glasses from the double bubbles.
Yeah.
They don't work.
They don't.
And I got really ripped off on sea monkeys.
Sea monkey. Yes, absolutely, man.
Oh my
Those darn
God.
things never grew. You didn't live more than a day.
They're going to come lock us up.
Oh my God.
Great crappie bait, I might say. Those.
No doubt.
Brine shrimp.
I think we're gonna throw to Ron here soon. I think he's going back into the into all the vendors. But again,
Into the trenches.
Into the trenches. But again, for all the people watching this live right now, thank you very much for tuning in today and yesterday. And we hope that we see you again tomorrow. But right now we're watching some anglers fish on the St. Lawrence. We are here in beautiful Kingston, Confederation Basin. It's the CISA Kingston Open in partnership with Milwaukee. We're here all day today until 1 o'clock. We're going to be live. And then the weigh-ins are going to start at 3 o'clock. We are going to ignore Ron from now. Okay. I just got a thing in my Ron from now. So, okay. So we're not going to throw to Ron right now, but it's all good. So yeah, we are here in Confederation Basin. So if you're around the Kingston area, come on down, say hello. The weigh-in is going to start at 3 o'clock. This is day 2. So we are going to find out today, boys, who the top 20 will be.
Yep.
So I want to take a quick second, and I want to go through the current top 20. In the ear. Boat 54. This is Jake Eppel and Evan. In the ear. Boat 54. This is Jake Eppel and Evan Prosnick. They currently sit. Let's see if I can find them. Boat 54 is in. Talk amongst yourselves while I find this.
Well, I was just going to say that voice that we keep hearing is that voice that I always say, Scotty, don't do that. No, you know better. Don't do that. It just sounds just like that.
Is that Jacob's son?
I don't know.
54. I can't.
Could there be 2 Prosnicks?
No,
Yes.
it's not Jacobs.
No, it's not his son.
No, he's from Canada.
There we go. So they are currently sitting in 23rd place. 23rd place with 23.98.
So do you think we're going to see? I guess it's hard with all the weights so kind of close together that we're not going to see somebody from the bottom make a huge,
too many in between.
huge move.
Yeah. They might catch a giant bag. They might come with 30 pounds. But
Here's something. I think you could see a big move. There's a gentleman who's sitting down in 52nd spot. Who is it? 52nd? Let me just confirm before I put my foot in my mouth. 51st spot. Nick Kuzovis.
Nick Kuzovis.
What a machine he is.
He's a big fish machine out here.
He could win here any day. Yeah.
So he unfortunately had 2 small fish in his bag yesterday. He just said lost a couple of key fish, but I could see Nick jumping from 19 pounds. What he had 19.97.
I bet you he'll bring 25 today.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the guy that brings in 30 pounds. And how far up does that move him? And there's a couple big names down at the bottom that just didn't have as good of a day. I mean, when you say as good of a day, you're still talking about...
Yeah, there's still 20 plus.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think I've seen 20 plus pounds in my own bag for a year and a half.
Right. You had a good year last year. Was it last year or the year before?
A year and a half? No, it was actually last year. Last year was a good year. We took 3 under the belt, all on Sturgeon Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You heard Charles Sim mention this morning in the little piece that they showed here about fishing out here, about have a good day here and come in with 17 pounds.
Yeah. Right.
And that's what I was trying to explain. Like, people don't realize that's why this is the greatest time ever for fishing here.
Yeah.
It's the greatest. It's all there is to it. It's not just the greatest. It's like the greatest times 10.
Cass Terrence, Ryan Flero. That team surprised me.
Yeah, well, Ryan wasn't here, though, eh?
Oh, he wasn't?
Cass fished alone, I believe.
Oh, I didn't see.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know there was one boat that had a Marshall. Because,
yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But speaking of hammers in the area, Ryan Flero's a hammer.
Yes,
he is. Between here and Cornwall, he's all over every tournament.
He's done well,
involved in all of them and does very well for himself. Very well.
You don't want to get in the drag contest with that guy.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I'm talking about tubes.
Toronto drag?
I'm talking about tubes.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
almost went south.
Right.
Almost.
Oh, man. Now, Scotty, Jim, you guys meet every Monday night, and CFN has come such a long way. And from the first episode of the CFN Live, you guys have covered thousands of topics. Yeah. What's one episode that sticks out to you where you looked at Jim and you were like, wow?
Hands down was when Bob Azumi came on, and it was the 15 minutes before we went live. I'll take this to my grave. Listening to the two of you banter back and forth, it was worth every minute, every second, and the price of admission.
Well, that's like you often mention when we go live that the best part of the show is the 10 minutes before.
It really is. It really is. Some of the conversations we had before, some can't go to air, obviously.
Oh, the Heckle Fest is wild.
It is. And poor Lawrence, maybe we should say sorry to Lawrence, Jim. No, not a chance, right?
Yeah.
Lawrence does take it on the chin.
real good when he isn't here to defend himself.
Yeah.
I think my favorite one was when you guys were talking about gar fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Because I've never done that before. I didn't know you used a rope or anything. That was probably the most interesting one for me.
You use a little square bill crankbait with a treble hook 3 inches behind on 180-pound mono.
There you go.
Yeah.
See the things you like.
And you put everyone in the boat. And if you reel the lure parallel to the fish and you pass its eye coming from the back to the front,
right,
he eats it. Wow. Every time.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really interesting. I still have never caught one, but that was great.
I think the
thank
beauty,
you guys for putting that out there.
I think the beauty of that show, and if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, Scotty, where can they check it out?
Go to Canadian Fishing Network, the Facebook page, or of course on YouTube, Scotty's Outdoors YouTube as well. We've got 3 channels. We're working on a 4th, but at the end of the day, as I said, it has been an absolute honor to be doing it as long as I have with the buttes that I have the honor of sharing time with every Monday. Look forward to it. I know you guys look forward to it. Jim is always saying, "Are we good? We're good. Is it happening?" Blah blah blah. Same with Jay. Same with Lawrence. And they bring. It's the thing that I love about it is they're all 3 unique individuals. Jim talks about, as he has done so eloquently and does repeatedly, about yesteryear and how things have changed, how they've gotten better, yada yada yada. Lawrence brings an element of news, things that are happening now, which is really cool. And then Jay wraps it all up. He's the anchor man, where he puts the science to it. And to have those 3 aspects talk so eloquently about fishing, it not only engages our audience, but myself. Like, I just become a spectator to it. So I appreciate you bringing it up. Yeah.
No, because it's very informative. It's very entertaining. And again, like I said, you've covered so many different topics, whether current, past, present, future. And those guys they're incredible. I think the world of Jay. Lawrence and I had the pleasure of meeting a handful of times, and I think he's a phenomenal person. I dropped the ball. I was supposed to do a project with him on a logo and whatnot, and I dropped the ball on it.
Oh, he won't forget.
So bad.
He won't forget.
But and Big Jim. Like, I remember meeting Big Jim years ago. I was young.
At the boat. Oh, I remember meeting you at the boat show that time.
Yep. Yeah, there was the boat show, but it was either spring fishing or boat show or the sportsman show. We're going way back. I was young.
When you were just a toddler.
And I was just a wee lad. But I think the coolest thing about it was, at the time, I wasn't into fishing as much as I am now. But you gave me the time of day, and you explained it, and you broke it down, and you were this guy that I looked up to. I'm like, man, that's the greatest fisherman in the world right there. And he just taught me a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
And then years later to sit next to you.
That's one thing I've always tried to do, is just be a schmuck in the crowd.
Yeah.
It's what
I am.
am.
You are with the kids, Jim. Is
man.
Yeah.
I brought a bag. I got my bag with my stuff in it here all ready to go and everything. And I wasn't sure, and I didn't realize that this was closed off like this. Because if it wasn't, I would have already had every second kid that walked by here. You would have been,
Wait till the weigh-in. They're all along the front. They all want to see the fish, and it's a really cool thing to see. So again, if you're around Kingston, Confederation Basin, come on down, watch the weigh-in. It's going to start at 3:00. There's a ton of action. We're going to see who the top 20 are going to be. We're going to give away some prizes. We're going to have some fun. And hey, Big Jim's here. You get a chance to get some photos and talk fishing with Big Jim. You don't want to miss out on the weigh-in today, and you don't want to miss out on the weigh-in for tomorrow, because that's where we're officially going to crown the first ever champion team of the CISA Kingston Open.
Exciting.
In partnership with Milwaukee.
Yeah. Things are going to get serious. Hey, once we see the weigh-in, it's going to get serious tomorrow. These guys are going to be...
There's going to be tears tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
There will be tears.
You think so?
Moose tears, yes.
I'm crying right now.
Tears of joy. Tears of joy.
Tears of joy.
I'm looking at hurting. I'm hurting.
Listen, it's been a long week. We're all tired.
Yes.
But I got up this morning so pumped to get here because I was excited to see the guys, and I was excited to see what was for lunch actually. I haven't eaten much, but I'm looking around the park and I'm thinking, man, like there's more vendors here today. You know, some of them couldn't make it yesterday, but there's more vendors here today. The staff are
Get the braid.
putting together tents, and all the prizing is out. There's thousands of dollars in Milwaukee Tools. There's thousands of dollars in Yeti product. Not to mention, we do have a BKK box to give away, and it's sitting right in front of us here.
Slide that over here.
I know. You've got a couple of these, don't you?
One was enough. Yeah.
And that's the thing. One is enough, but at the end of the day, I don't think one's enough. I mean, for now, one's enough. But box retails for approximately $356. You can see it right over here, USD. So which is about $1,200 Canadian.
Yeah.
In this box, one lucky winner will receive a fully loaded, how many pieces, Mr. Mark?
270.
270 pieces of
Organized
BKK
into 48
solid
packs.
steel and sex appeal. I'm just kidding. But yeah, they come loaded. There's stuff in these boxes. It's not empty. So they do retail for a higher value, but if you put it together and you think to yourself, if I went out and bought everything, A, it's going to get scattered everywhere, and B, I'm not going to be able to have everything under one roof. Well, here it is. Everything under one roof, the BKK OCD box. We're going to give one of these away.
Car keys.
Oh, man. Just come down to Confederation Basin. I'm sure you guys will love it. You need car keys?
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, we got to move Jim's truck.
Oh.
I want to really, a shout out. I'm watching Ron go around to all the vendors, and I can't say how much that means to all the vendors to have this kind of attention and have this kind of broadcast and promotion, because at the end of the day, they weren't expecting this. But again, the vendors, big shout out to them. You know, they bought in. We weren't sure how this is all going to shape up, but they bought in and bought in hard. And I'll tell you, having them here down at this event and showing their stuff, strutting their stuff, showing off what they're able to build, tie, and put together. Big shout out to Limestone Lures, who I'm looking at right now. Of course, we've got NT Promo Wear. We've got Grandpa's Tackle Box, Natural Flies. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff here that
Choppy Water.
Choppy Water. We're honored to have them.
Be My Bait.
Sid Fish is over there in the corner.
Yeah. Tyler Russell's in the house.
If you guys have some space in your tackle box, you're looking for that next new thing, come on down here. This is quite a little trade show that we've put on here. So
I wonder if we can get all these guys at the OFC Nation retreat.
Well, wouldn't it be nice?
Right?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Why don't we do a retreat at Camp Mac?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Oh, can you? Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No kidding. It'd be tough to get it over there. But
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I like.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
That's that boat that was in the river, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice fish.
There we go. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Shakalaka.
Good job, boys. Good job, boys. I really think you're going to see a lot of movement today. I changed my mind.
Yeah?
I said earlier, I don't think
that one fish?
No. I'm just watching and seeing how things are going. And for the guys that like it when it blows and it gives them the advantage because a lot of people won't go to where they want to go, I have a feeling that guys are out there now and they're having a hard time coming back. But I think there's going to be a lot of movement today.
What direction is the wind blowing from, Boost?
Right now it's blowing from the
southwest?
More west, northwest.
Oh my God, right down the lake.
Yeah, so it did change, and it's blowing, it's howling in my ears right now. So this morning it was a north wind, and then it turned into a northwest wind.
Northwest, I think it was turned into.
For those of you who don't know wind directions and don't understand it, does anybody want to break that down?
It blows. Well, it's the direction the wind is coming from, not the wind.
Correct.
The way.
So why is a north wind better than a west wind or a south wind?
Here? Here, if you got a north wind, it's blowing toward the U.S. side. So you go out in the morning, it's nice and smooth. you drive across even with the wind, even if you're going to go all the way. But in the evening when you're coming back, it's usually picked up if it blows from the north, and it pounds. If you have it straight from the west, that means that it literally blows from Hamilton to here.
Oh, jeez.
And it really gets going. That's when you get those big swells develop.
Yep.
And I've seen times out here where you're sitting and you're in the water. It's not really wavy, but there's swells, and you're watching the depth finder, and it's going from like from 19 to 28. So you're going up and down 8-9 feet.
Oh, a freighter will do the same.
Yes.
Like when going past you.
It's an east wind. Right now it's like a slight northeast wind, but it's coming from the east.
Okay, so it's going to switch around then.
Yeah, so it was from the west. It turned into north, and now it's east.
East winds are usually horror shows for bites. They just doesn't work.
Right.
Really?
Shuts the river right down. You'll
East
hear
is the least.
You'll hear the. It's because of the current. It just makes it really hard to fish.
Interesting.
Really hard to fish, especially if it's blowing. Because you said it was gusting to 30K. That wind, there was a few gusts here. I bet you they were 60.
I'd say
not more.
same.
We're coming into in the next hour. If you break it down, 36K winds, gusts of 36K. So the wind's going to get nasty. It's going to get nasty.
Is that the wind?
But then we're also coming into more cloud cover. So if you look at this, you got more cloud cover coming in and more wind coming in. I think it's gonna shut down everything.
So yesterday we talked about the later field having maybe an advantage from what we saw yesterday. So maybe that's not going to be true.
I believe we're going to go to Ron and the Expo. Ron's on the run. Ron, what's happening?
Guys, I appreciate it. That panel up there, what the legends up there on that panel, I'll tell you. We are in Confederation Park, and we're with Johnny Lemoore's. I use your stuff. I love it. You know that.
Oh, yeah. We've used her down there in Miramichi.
You came down and fished with me down there, and we had a pretty good day.
Give me a bloody thumb.
Let's talk about some of the gear that you've got here. This is all family made, right?
Yes, it is. Me and my kids and a couple buddies.
That's incredible. Live poles. This is for a kayak.
Kayak pole. Yep. Moves, turns, ups, down. All aluminum, fiberglass pole.
And you got a regular size pole for a boat?
Boat pole, 52-inch shaft, fiberglass pole.
I love the clips now.
Aluminum. And we make a shorter version than that, too. All aluminum.
So what I like about this is great for live scoping right here. They extend. So you're not bending down the whole time. So you can lift these up,
take it off,
take it up,
take that one out, bring it back down, put your cover on.
And they're all interchangeable.
Yes, they are. Same bottoms, everything's the same.
So there's a couple guys that are using them out here that are right in there too, right?
Oh, yeah. Danny McGarrity's out there using them, Tim Fernandez, and probably some more guys. And that probably every boat is using our drop shot ties.
Yeah, those are cool. So what I like about them, let's see the drop shot ties. This is a cool little deal. So when you throw a drop shot, usually there's weights flying around. They got a little tie right there, then they just slip the weight in there. It's pretty slick.
Yes. We give them to each of the team members there, so they all have them out there, because I guarantee every boat out there right now is drop shotting.
No doubt about
At
it.
least have one on, and your rods don't get all tangled up and stuff like that. Yep.
I want to talk about one last thing. Love these. I don't know how many times that I've been on the water looking at, on my graph, and you can't see it.
Oh, yeah, you put this on, shades it, water drops, carbon fiber, 3D print it, and strap on. Very easy, doesn't come off. Hold your screen on there even when you're going down the road, coming home and stuff.
Love it. These things are great. I got a couple of these. I'll tell you, look at these products. You can find them at lemooresoutdoors.com. I use them. I love them, and I'm not sponsored by them. I just love them. I'm telling you. This is great stuff. Check them out, lemooresoutdoors.com. Thanks, buddy.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
That's awesome. Great to see that. Thanks so much for doing that, Ron. And Lemoore Outdoors, you've known them for a number of years yourself, Agent?
They've been around for a long time, got some really, really good products.
Right on. The evolution of drop shot, when did it get introduced in your repertoire?
Oh, man, 20 years ago. First drop shot rod I ever had was a Shimano one, and it was a bait casting rod.
Wow.
Not a spinning rod. That's what first it came out to be. That's what it was used on. And the first time I ever did it was on the big Rito, and I did it for largemouths in about 20 feet of water off the edge of deep weeds, and I couldn't believe how I fished my jig and didn't get a bite. Went back through, put the drop shot down. This is when I just learned to use it. It was absolutely amazing.
And I would say it's lights out right now. And Ron had mentioned that. Like that's probably what they're primarily using.
Yeah, because see, with a drop shot in the wind, you can increase your weight, and it makes it a little bit easier to do it. But still, all these things, all these finesse type things, generally work a little bit better, or you'll be more successful. Less going out of your mind trying to do it the way you want to do it when the water's a little calmer.
I'd love, for those who are watching, if you guys could put in the comments, what is your favorite drop shot presentation? Are you a worm? Do you like worms? Do you like swim baits, creature baits? And of course, this cube, Jim, we talk about this all the time. Where in the heck did this cube thing come with all these appendages? But I'd like to know, what is your go-to for drop shot when it comes to plastics?
Generally speaking, I'll use just some type of a very small 3-inch, 3.5-inch straight tail worm. I see a lot of the guys are starting to go to, they're starting to use more, they're back to swim baits again. You'll see a lot of them.
Yes.
I know the new one that the Johnson boys have out now has a tail on it and things like that. There's another one, from one of the local guys here, Limestone Lures, Jeff Dix.
Yep.
He's got one now, and I don't think he intended it to be a drop shot bait. It looks like a little swim bait body,
right?
But it has a flat tail on it, like it's not up to wiggle.
Right.
It's back this way, straight back, and it's flat on the end, and it's made like a little square, and it's sort of like a diamond shape off the back of it, And it caught my eye. I thought, well, there's something I have never seen. Completely different.
Plastics is something I've always loved and always used, and based on what we're seeing here with some of the boats, they love it as well.
Those boys aren't far from here.
No. Wow. 100%. And I'm not sure if this is live or if this was from this morning, but judging by the waves, there's no way that could be right now.
Yeah, they can't be more than 1,000 yards from here.
No, 100%.
Oh, you mentioned the wind. Here it comes.
Minnow drop shot. Steve likes the minnow drop shot. As Jim mentioned, he likes the worm. Are you a creature bait? Folks in the audience, I'd like to know if you love your creature baits.
Texas red creature baits.
Yeah. Amen. Deadly. Absolutely.
The more things hanging off it, the better.
It seems to be the way. And again, we see things come full circle, Jim. Like we talked about the twister tails, back in the day. Things that, may sort of go away always seem to come back.
Well, look, we talk about Ned rigging now. In the old days there, we used to have our little Mr. Twister grub.
Yeah.
And when the tail got bit off, you'd put a new one on. Well, now you use an Ed rig, which is basically a Twister grub with the tail gone.
Yeah.
And things just go around and around and around. They make them a little different. They add little tweaks. But when you were mentioning about, all these things like dice baits, they call them now, and that, the stuff just catches fish.
Yeah.
It's all there is to it.
100%.
It just works.
The other thing, too, that we're starting to see is the evolution of terminal tackle when it comes to live scope. There's one that we work with on a regular basis with Powell Cassidy's and our good buddy Brad Norris. He's come out with a disco ball. The science behind it is quite unique in regards to live scope. And if anybody doesn't understand how live scope works, it's all about sound. I thought there was an element of heat that was involved in it as well, but it's all about sound. And when it comes to the baits and the presentations that you're using in the terminal tackle, you need flat sides in order for it to show up.
It helps,
the light.
yeah.
It really helps.
Yep.
So this evolution of tackle is just getting started. It's going to be interesting to see not only where technology is going to take us, but how far the tackle is going to go along with it. Mm-hmm. And with the disco ball from Powell Cassidy's, as I said, it's a breakthrough in evolution in regards to it showing up on live scope. Now we have talked, Jim, about live scope and what is to come. Like, how far is this going to go?
That's Scotty. That's got to be the question of the year. You look at that and. Like you often see me joke about drawing pictures of pixels. When we used to have the old graphs in the old days, everything was in, 16th-inch squares on the screen,
Yeah.
A big fish was 2 squares, a little fish was 1 square. And now you can actually see the fish's tail moving as it goes toward your bait. stuff like that. And it's just a completely different thing. It's just, it's absolutely amazing.
We got Kevin Fox who put in a 2.5 to 2 3/4 swim bait or worm. Kevin, do you like the paddle tail? Do you like a flat tail, split tail? What kind of tail do you usually like when it comes to the presentation of your plastics? I'd be interested to see what you guys have in your tackle box, and for no other reason that I just need to stock up. So whatever you guys can help me with, I truly appreciate the advice. What have we got here, Moose?
Oh boy! So we're gonna do some giveaways.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do some giveaways. We're gonna
Are we eligible?
We're gonna talk about some
Yes, we
gear. We are. You are eligible because we have so much of it. So much of it. So again,
forget the draws. I'll just get this.
I'm sure there's a set in that trailer for you, Jim.
Absolutely, there is. Absolutely, we can't forget about Big Jim. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this on YouTube, thanks for joining us. If you're watching on Facebook, hello. Place your comments down below. We want to know what the biggest bag of the event, you think the biggest bag of the event is going to be.
Single day.
Single day, big, well, no, overall. It's the overall biggest bag of the event.
For one day,
Sure.
like not accumulated. Not giving us 100
not a
pounds
total
or anything like.
Not a total. But put that in the comments below. We will be giving away a $250 prize pack, along with today. It's going to happen. One special person will be chosen to win a $250 Prime box from our friends at Eating Wild and the Butcher Shop. And a bunch of goodies that I have sitting in front of me from Milwaukee. So I don't know how we're going to give these ones away, but we've got 2 long sleeve shirts. They're called Work Skin. Built to fit.
Not
built to fight sweat. Built to fight sweat. I'm sorry about that, guys. So a hat and a shirt. How do you guys want to give this stuff away? Big Jim, how about you?
I don't know.
Scotty?
Hey, how about a simple question? Why don't you just put in the comments, who's the best looking fisherman up here?
There's no winners there.
We'll take it from there.
There's 0 comments.
Yeah, no winners there.
Silence. We just went.
Who feels the sorriest for us?
We just went from 300 viewers to 10.
Yep.
Hope my mom is online.
Yeah.
Mom, please don't hang up. Mom, is that you?
And this goes out to the people in the park as well. I mean, maybe we do a trivia question, or maybe
There's already people sitting in chairs waiting for the weigh in. It's not wild, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. They'll start to pile in now. The Confederation Basin's starting to pack up, and I've been calling it Confederation Park. I apologize for that. It is Confederation Basin.
Interesting.
Yes. So. Let's see. Hat and a shirt. How are we going to
could maybe ask.
Yeah.
Name a vendor.
Oh, there you go.
Look at you.
Yes.
Go.
There you go.
Anybody
That's
who's
what you get
watching.
the big bucks.
You know what though?
Oh yeah.
And you know what I'll do is I'll double it. So there'll be 2 sets. So there'll be a total of 4 shirts and 4 hats. 2 to the online guests and 2 to anybody down in the park, anybody in Kingston. If you come to the stage and you tell us who one of the vendors are, I'm sure you'll see them when you walk by them. I'll give you a hat and a shirt. It's that simple. We're going to play some games on stage too, just before, while they're setting up the scales. We're going to play some games, give away some Yeti products, I think, as well. So there you go.
So in order to win, you have to come down to the stage and tell us a vendor.
Yep. In order to win, tell us who your
Grandpa's
favorite.
tackle box.
Boom, shakalaka. Yes. And our winner is.
Yeah, so tell us who your favorite vendor is, and we'll give you a hat and a T-shirt. And for everybody watching on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram and on the line, as they say in that movie. I don't remember the movie. On the line.
I'm not a big movie guy.
No, I should ask Antonio.
I fall asleep.
Oh yeah.
I'm a hard-working guy, but
listen, we all work hard, and some of us don't sleep at all.
Yes.
I don't go to the movies.
I know a guy.
Oh no?
No, especially since they put those like lounger chairs in there.
Just fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm gone. How was the movie? Don't have a clue.
So yeah, come on down to the park. We're going to do some giveaways.
Last night, I'm sitting with Tammy. We were watching a movie. Okay? A horror movie. And in the middle of it all, there's a scene. And there's a bus dropping a lady off. The spooky thing, like the rain's coming down. It's a little bit dark out. And I took a picture of this at the name that was on front of the bus.
Cooper's Chase.
Oh, no way.
What's the odds of that?
No way. That's the name.
cool.
Yeah.
So when Coop gets to his 39th one,
Yeah.
I already sent him this morning. I said it to him about 7:30, so he's already fishing.
That's amazing.
But I thought I saw that. I said, "Tell me, back the movie up, back the movie up." She goes, "What do you want to back the movie up for?" She goes, "Oh, now I know."
I'm sure most of you guys watching have seen the chase from Cooper Gallant Fishing on YouTube, but if you haven't, there's some incredible, very scenic, very cinematic content. I mean, Colin is probably one of the best videographers I've seen. Cooper and his editing skills, how he finds the time is wild. But if you haven't been following the chase on YouTube, I highly recommend.
And the road trip as well.
And then you got
gone on a few of those.
Yeah,
right?
You know what's crazy is the road trip. How it was born was in my garage. And
Really?
yeah, we sat around years ago, and I
remember that
said
story.
time and time again, I want to rent an RV, pack it full of guys and girls and whoever wants to come, and drag a boat and just fish along the way. And Coop looks at me, he's like, "We talked about that too. I would love to do that." I said, "Well, Coop, guess what? We're doing it."
It's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, "It's on. We'll document it. We'll pick 10 days." Originally, we wanted to go a month.
Looking at there, that is a great
That
looking
is
wrap.
Yeah, that is Ricardo, I believe.
Is it Ricardo?
I believe so. Yeah,
That is a fantastic looking wrap.
it is a good looking wrap. That's a good looking sweater.
That is Ricardo. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are they standing right now? I got to pull my chart back up here.
Is Cody his partner?
Yes, it is. Cody.
Yes.
Yeah, Cody and Ricardo.
Yep.
They are sitting.
They'd be in the river for sure.
Do you recognize those rocks?
Not the rocks, but just the general outlay.
Cody's doing a fantastic job
I
keeping that bow
recognize
down.
that. In the corner there. See the silo.
They're not far. They're around the
They're
corner.
not far at all. They're
Probably just over here.
right. Right.
I can.
That's an orange roof, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
there many of those things?
There's two. I see two right here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're just probably just on the other side of us then, so they haven't
on the
ran far
pond.
at all.
Over on the point. There's a bunch of cribs over on that point by the army, by the old fort there. There's a bunch of cribs.
Jim, just let the cat out of the hat.
Oops.
Good thing the tournament started.
It's funny because the cribs sit in about 12 feet of water, and on one side it's like 12 feet on the crib, and on the other side of the crib, the far side, it's like 15, 17, and it drops off from there. And it's all surrounded by milfoil and the odd sprig of cabbage and stuff like that.
So they're currently sitting in
Could that could
56th.
possibly hold some largemouth?
Oh yeah, that's what we used to go.
1746, I believe. 1746 sitting in 56th spot.
So they'd need a 25 to have a chance.
30 pounds. We're going 30 pounds, Cody. Make it happen, Ricardo.
3-0.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But they fished with Team Canada down.
They did. They went down to
Portugal and South Africa, Mexico.
Well, gee, the boys are in Africa right now.
They're in South Africa
I
right
saw
now.
Chong posting pictures of food again this morning. So
Yeah, so the Black Bass World Championship is happening in Africa. So there's a couple few anglers that probably would have been at this event if they didn't leave.
6 or 8 of them went down, and I should bring up and see who went down.
Phil Curtis, I know,
Yeah.
he would be in this event if he wasn't there. Dave Chong, I imagine, would be fishing it.
We're gonna.
This is so awesome. Ron's going around to all the vendors and he's talking. This is great. So I believe Ron. I'm not sure where he stopped now, but he's making his way. Let's find out what booth he stopped at this time.
Okay, we're back at Confederation Park. Paul Taylor, you make these beautiful jerseys. This Rapala beautiful jersey right there. Where do you make these, Paul?
These are all Canadian made. We distribute them. My company's located in the Kawartha Lakes, just north of Cobeconk.
Now, anybody can order these. If you wanted to just get a fishing jersey, you can order from where?
From ntpromoware.com. The name of my company is Velocity Brand Jerseys. And fishing teams. We even do things like bowling jerseys, archery jerseys, but we tend to concentrate on fishing teams, fishing events, fishing clubs.
Is that right? So what's the material like? It feels really nice and soft. I mean, it's beauty.
This material specifically is a UPF protective. This is a UPF 50, but we do other materials, slightly different materials. But these are a big hit. They come in long sleeve hoodies, things like that. Very great. It's great actually for days like today when you don't think you're getting sun, but you're actually getting sun.
100%. I mean, you got to wear UV protection, and now that it's coming in shirts and stuff, now it comes with a hoodie, or
Yeah, we do have them in hoodies as well. Hoodies with built-in gaiters, long sleeve, short sleeve, zip necks, crew necks. It runs the gamut.
It's unbelievable. So when you're looking for a great jersey, look this man up right here. And he's in the Kawarthas, right from my hometown, so I like that idea. Paul, thank you very much, my friend. Let's get back to the action there, guys. We're still in Confederation Park hanging around. We'll show you what's going on.
Right on. Thanks, Ron. Confederation Basin. We'll hammer that into Ron's head after. I just
get that memo.
All right. I just pulled up. So, yes, they're in South Africa for the 2025 World Championships. And the team consists of Rick Cool.
Kingston lad.
And then there's Phil Curtis. Jason Hines, David Chong, Ben Stockton. He's from New Brunswick.
Yes.
Yeah, and Adam Foster. He's also from New Brunswick. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them down there. Bet you they're having a blast. Hopefully, maybe we can see if we can get some updates from them from South Africa. That would be really cool.
I would say they're still there. They just got there. What, 2 days ago?
2 days ago. Yeah.
They were eating breakfast there. Well, the pitchers anyway.
Yeah.
First thing this morning, so that must have maybe from yesterday or maybe,
what were they eating?
Walleye.
So what is a South African breakfast?
Pickerel. What? Did I say that? Oh no!
Just the cheeks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks like Cody's on.
Yeah,
here.
they had sausage and all the stuff that it looked exactly like we would get at a nice buffet.
Yeah.
And it is in the net.
Oh, buddy.
There's a largemouth.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah, baby. There we go.
Now, again, Cody's a big dude.
He is a big
He's a
he is.
big dude. Attaboy. He makes that fish look tiny in his hands.
Yeah, he's proud of it. Yeah,
there we
should
go.
be proud of it.
Good job, buddy.
go.
That's a good fish. A couple anglers from Team Canada. So again, going back to Team Canada and Canada Bass, I believe, now I'm not 100% sure, I believe this event is going to allow first and second place, if they choose to, compete in the next Pan American Black Bass Championship.
Yeah, cool.
Now again, they do have a qualifier that they run as well throughout the year.
So it's not officially a qualifier for that, but it's a little added bonus.
Yeah, it's an added bonus to this event, which is very cool. Now, another cool thing about being in Kingston is we're going to be up to host the Pan American Black Bass Championships in 2 years' time. So not next year, but the following year, it's going to be held here in Ontario, or in Canada, sorry. But it could be very well here in Kingston.
That'd be cool.
That would be great.
Yeah. And then in 5 years, the Worlds comes to Canada.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're talking about, 13, 14 nations in 3 years, and then almost 23 or 28 nations in 5 years.
Where would they try to hold the Worlds? Would they go to the river?
It depends. I don't know.
The weather could be a factor.
I don't-
You got really bad weather here.
Yeah.
Could be.
Or do you go to a place like Big Rito?
You could. I have no idea. Whoever is in charge of all of this is definitely gonna find somewhere that makes sense for to hold an event like that.
I would say Kingston makes sense to me.
100%.
Yeah. Well, I think the idea right now is Kingston.
Well, the waterfront's second to none.
Yeah. The idea right now is Kingston. Kingston did say that it would be cool to do it here, and but again, it's 5 years out, 3 years out, and 5 years out. So it's it'll be really neat if it does happen.
Lake Ontario could be dry by then. Who knows?
Oh boy,
Jim.
Oh boy.
Can't say that. But you mentioned this yesterday, Moose, that this is all in an effort to try and get angling as an Olympic sport. This is the whole goal.
So I think that the whole goal is to get fishing back into the Olympics, and the more nations that Canada Bass and the sport fishing industry gets on board, the better your chances. I believe, I'm not 100% sure, I don't sit on that side of the board, but I believe right now they've got 32 or 35 that do compete, and I think you need 58 in order to qualify.
Wow.
To become a part of the Olympics.
Well, we saw the breakdancing. I mean, if
Did we?
that's allowed.
Hey, I tried my best.
Were you the Australian? Like,
I think
Blimey.
I could have beat the Australian. I think.
My word.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, we'll.
Did anybody ever figure out if that was legit or if that was just like a mockery?
It's a mockery to those who actually breakdance.
Right.
Yeah, that was.
That can't be Australia's best breakdancer.
I would hope not. I would hope not.
Look at the waves they're in right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Getting going now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We got there Joe and Brett again, I believe.
Yeah, that was Joe and Brent. So we just had a couple comments online. How can I win, or can I win something online, and how can I win? Yes, absolutely. So again, these shirts are going to be up for grabs. We're going to figure this out here shortly and give a hat and a shirt. So a Milwaukee work shirt and a Milwaukee hat to a specific person that can answer a skill testing question. Now, the one person that can come down, and if somebody comes to the stage and tells us who their favorite vendor is, I'll give them a hat and a shirt. But I think we should do a skill testing question. What are we laughing at?
Oh, I was just saying, Steve Shaw said, "Hold the worlds at Mark Hunter's pond."
I like that.
I'm in.
That's amazing. I'm gonna make it a very difficult skill testing question. I want you guys to be able to. I want you guys to do a bit of research, a bit of work. There is a boat on the water.
No way.
That has a sponsor that has a black and white logo, and they're fishing this event. If you can put that in the comments.
Oh, good.
First person to put that in the comments will win a prize pack from that sponsor. I'm not going to tell you who the sponsor is. It's a black and white logo. The crazy part is I've made all the logos black and white.
I'm sitting here. I've seen them all. I don't know what the answer is.
One of the representatives of this specific brand is fishing the event. If you could put it in the comments, first person to guess, you will win a prize pack from that specific brand.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good.
Absolutely. Kyle Carruthers. Oh my!
He doesn't need hook.
Kyle Carruthers. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got one. Who's your favorite vendor? Hey! Come on up. You know what? What a great.
I'll give it.
There you go.
Me.
That's amazing. Here's the thing, though. Kyle Carruthers. Let's talk about Kyle.
Kyle is an absolute beauty.
Cancast.
And one of my good friends.
Yeah, he is. He is incredible. He was supposed to be here. Unfortunately, work got in the way. And he's, every day, Moose, I feel so bad. I want to be here. Dude, we wanted you here as well, but for a number of different reasons. And he's just a gem of a human being to be here. He really is.
The whole family.
Yeah, absolutely. Over the years, I've gotten to know him, and the more I get to know him, the more I understand his work ethic is bar none one of the best in the industry.
I have never seen a guy work so hard in my life.
Yeah, 100%.
And all the stuff you see him doing at the farm.
Oh man!
Right.
I don't know how he does it all.
Right. Between the farm, the kids, the wife, the work, that guy's got it dialed in. Let's talk about the show because I want to know. He and I had a brief conversation. He didn't fill me in, so I know nothing. So don't ask me questions. But we had a brief conversation. I do help him out from time to time, and he's with some graphics and some signage, and I help out where I can with CanCast. I think CanCast is a very special type of show. I remember the first time we sat in my office. And again, this was another first in my office, and it was changing names.
Right.
And we were throwing out names, and I don't know if this is true, but I remember it going down this way. I remember saying, why don't you call it CanCast instead of iCast?
Right.
Do you remember that? Was that me that said that?
I was not in the garage, but Kyle came to us, and I thought...
I think you were there for that. It was me, you, Mark Hunter, me, you, Sean McCall. You guys sat at my table.
Yeah, maybe.
I set up the camera for you. And I think it was maybe a week before. I don't remember that, but I might take credit for that.
But I think you know what the name was.
Pull my arm to pat yourself on the back.
Another legend over here.
No. I think that's how it went down. But we were throwing out names because you're saying, hey, I want to name it something else other than because it's going to move from one location to another. Right?
We got Brett and Joe are on a fish here.
I
The
sees
net is out.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, hopefully they don't lose this one. Yesterday, you guys were losing a lot of fish.
Well, I think this is a big one.
I love it when you see them in the middle of nowhere like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a little. Oh, what is it?
That's a
Is it
decent
bass?
fish.
Drum? Is that a drum?
It might be a drum. Yeah.
That's a
When you
drum.
put the net down, it's a drum.
It's a drum. So back to this CanCast thing. So if you've been watching and following online, there's an announcement that's going to be made.
Yes.
You went quiet. You're avoiding.
I am not saying
you're
a word.
You're avoiding.
No, I'm
you
not
can't
doing
even
it.
give us a hint. Eh?
No, I'm not doing
I
it.
have an idea.
No, you don't.
Okay. I wonder if Kyle will call us. So Kyle Carruthers, if you are watching right now, call me. Call me on the cell. I want to know. Let's.
He's not going to tell
Let's
you.
plug something.
He's not going to tell you.
Kyle the Man Carruthers, let's go. Let's plug something for CanCast right here, right now.
I haven't even told my wife.
That's okay. That's okay. I want to know. The creator of the name CanCast wants to know.
Do you know, though? You know?
I know.
Oh, he knows.
Let me take him up behind this.
Oh,
here comes the headlock.
We're not even going to wait for him to call.
Airplane spin.
We're just going to call him. We're not going to wait for him. We're not going to wait for him to call. We're going to call him right now. Let's go. Let's see if we can get Kyle Carruthers on the phone.
Yeah, because he's never busy.
Right. It's okay. You should be watching. Carruthers, you are live from the CISA Kingston Open. And
I hate to break your heart, and I love you, but you weren't the creator of the name.
Oh. All right. I'll give it to you. I thought I was.
No, you were the third person to know in your office.
Okay. Okay. I'll give it to you. That's fine.
So can we redeem ourselves and get a little?
Give it to you. That's fine.
So can we redeem ourselves and get a little bit of a hint?
I wanted to get your attention, so now that I have your
Yes,
attention-
exactly.
Something big's coming down the pipeline. Why don't you fill us in?
Yeah, we're moving the CanCast show to Miami.
Hey!
I can hold you guys over for a bit. Do you believe me?
No, I don't believe you at all. But you're capable of anything.
I was already packing.
Yeah, no, I wish. No, we got something pretty cool we're hoping to announce Tuesday night. It's not that I don't want to tell anybody, but there's whole sorts of moving parts, and we're still working on it this weekend. But yeah, it should be pretty exciting for the fishing industry in whole, and it's not probably what everybody thinks it is, but it's going to be pretty cool for sure.
And where can people find more information?
It's going to be watch our socials at CanCast Fishing. It's also going to be a new website up by Tuesday for sure. Lots of stuff kind of going on here, but yeah, watch us on Instagram and Facebook. That's where it's going to drop first.
I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you.
Love you guys. Keep up the great work. I'm seriously jealous. Like, I'm literally watching this from the office right now. How awesome this is, and like, this is you guys are making history. I love it.
Love it. Amen. Thanks, bud.
Thank you, buddy.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
Take care, Kyle.
Cheers, guys.
Ciao. I thought maybe he was going to drop the bomb and tell us.
Absolute gem of a human. No.
Yeah.
Well, if we take him as a hostage,
I think that's going to get you
we make a little movie of us walking.
I think he didn't. We were talking on the phone. I think he says, Moose, he says, I know you're swamped. I need a bunch of stuff done, but you're swamped. There's something big coming. I know you're swamped, but I can't tell you. I think he knew I would sort of like leak it on the live, and that's why he has
100%.
Loose lips Mustafa, they call me. But no, honestly, very exciting stuff coming down the pipeline from CanCast. It's one of those shows that a lot of us look forward to every year. Just like the boat show in January, just like the spring fishing and boat show in February, and CanCast, and there's so many of these little events that happen throughout the year that are now staples that you have to go to.
Right.
And the Bassmasters Classic is one of those. And boat 44.
Got a fish off the break wall.
This is boat 44. Walter.
That's a fish that I would catch.
That's a moose fish.
Getting back to our giveaway, Moose, we have got tons of answers.
Okay, let's go.
You said black and red, correct?
Black and white.
Black and white.
Black and white.
Black
All
and
right,
white.
so first was the Jansen Be Others. Cooper Gallant from Cameron Marshall. Under Armour, Bobby Jordan. And then Nick says Coop. Kyle says Chuck BKK. Pat Elliott said Garmin. Steve Shaw said BKK. I'm not sure how you're going to pick the winner.
Well,
all these comments.
It's the first person.
First one.
The first person was Kyle Carruthers. So Kyle, I'll
he said to give it to somebody else.
Yes.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So go
Steve Shaw.
There we go.
Steve Shaw.
Right on.
Another gem of a human being.
Yes.
Yep.
If you don't know, now you know. Steve Shaw's behind a lot of the help behind the scenes in the CFN world and the OFC Nation world, and we appreciate him and his wife and everything they do. And Steve, congratulations, buddy. I've got a prize pack for you. The bonus is I don't have to ship it out. Because he lives close.
Yeah.
He lives close.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Jim, over the years, how much fishing stuff have you accumulated?
When's the garage sale?
When's the
Jim?
garage
That's what
sale? We want to know. Why aren't you coming to CanCast?
It's been going on for probably 10 years now, actually. That's why you always hear, Scotty always hears me talking about, look what I found in a box last week. I go through it. I'm like, that's where I found the patches.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I found other stuff. I found a box with a bunch of old cards, thank you cards and things in it. I told you some of the pictures of me with my girls when they were like 3, they're like, coming to 40 now, like that kind of stuff. And
awesome.
Everything out there, just mementos from the sport fishing world and that. But yeah, I got so much stuff in there. But CanCast, I wouldn't miss that. You better find six guys the size of me to keep me away from that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Jim.
Well, I'm getting old. It's 5 now, but who's coming first? I still feel that way.
Speaking about accumulating.
Yep.
How much stuff have you given away?
I give away a lot. When I moved to this house, we brought the John boat with us, which I gave to my grandson. It was a buddy of mine, Neil Bedard, and he said, I'll tow the John boat. So we put all the garden rakes and a whole bunch of stuff from outside into it. And we ended up laying down a great big padded blanket, and he put all my rods and reels in it. We put them in, and we put 4 or 5 straps and a rope. Just had them all facing the back in the middle of the John boat, because it's a 17-foot John boat, facing out the back. And I was curious when I moved to the other house, sitting in the garage one morning, and I'd been crying for about a half an hour, looking around, thinking why I had to sort all this stuff out again. I just was going out of my mind, and I decided to do the rods first because I needed them to get out fishing. And I counted them, there was 180.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I'm down to about 50.
Yeah, good for you.
I gave a lot of them away. I traded one once for some electrical work. I mean, I've done. There's always those little things.
Jim, if you come across a patch, I'd love a patch from Big Jim out there, because we do have another prize, and this will be. Also, we'll ship it out. That's fine. But Mark Hunter will ship it out, since it's a Mark Hunter question. Yesterday,
if you're not far, I'll drive it over.
If you were watching the live yesterday,
hope I win. You come to my house.
You probably caught wind of this.
Uh-oh.
Mark Hunter's nickname is the What King. So put that in the comments below. What is Mark?
Ding, 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 ding.
Right, ding, 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 ding. So that could be a hint, by the way.
It could be a hint.
So
I'm scared.
Put it in the comments below. Put it in the comments below. We want to know if you were watching yesterday. What is Mark Hunter's fishing nickname? Because I'm sure you have other nicknames. Other than Jim.
I get the Funky Bunch. I get Mark Ass. I get
the Limit.
Yeah,
the Limit.
the Limit.
The Limit.
Chris Fleming.
Come on.
Yep, he's already got it.
Come on. You were watching yesterday? It's pretty wild to me that people are actually, again, you've got 60, 70 people on Facebook, a couple hundred on YouTube, and they're back, and and they know. So Chris Flay,
congratulations.
Mark Hunter's nickname is the Dinger King. The Dinger. Dinger is the answer.
Dinger is the answer.
As in yum?
Yeah. You didn't know that, Jim?
No, sir.
Come on.
See, you're never too
you knew fishing.
You're never too old to learn something. Oh my God.
Oh man. All right. I think we've got. Is Ron on the run again? I think Ron's on the run. All right, Ron. What's up? Where are you at? What are you doing?
Guys, appreciate it. We're still at Confederation Park here in beautiful Kingston. The weigh-in's going to start at 3 o'clock. You want to be, if you're in the area, make sure you come down. But there's vendors here all day long, and you want to come down and check it out. This is Blaine from MG Outdoors. Blaine, I was impressed with your product here. I really like this idea of bagging fish, and for sure, let's cover some of this thing. So, how do these bags work?
Well, they work very easily, especially helping out with the fisher on your everyday catches. You're out on the lake for some water, but especially on your ice fishing stuff. Again, you get a lot of guys that carry their gear out to the lakes and on their pails and everything else. They don't have anything to do. So when they get back in their catch, they now can have your catch put in your bag. Your gear can be all put away back for. So coming off the lakes, you don't have to worry about losing your catch from the day, which some people do. Right. And now they see, especially with the blue bag, helps them find out where they are, and easier to transport back at the end of the day.
So now they're fish friendly, obviously.
Yes, very fish friendly. They are made of an FDA of plastic as well, so they can be freezer cut and peeled, put it back into the way, and it works out great.
Now, they're a live release bag too?
They are a live relief bag as well.
Okay, so you can use them in a tournament. If you buy the bag, you can qualified fish bag. You can throw your fish in there and not worry about it.
Absolutely. And we also have the weigh scale bag that's in it with the mesh. So you fill your water up with the lake water, keep it clean. And then when you're at your scale, you can actually just lift the whole mesh bag out, put it onto the scale, and you're good to go.
That's awesome. I love the ice fishing deal because I have lost fish. I'm not going to lie. I've been back and I'm like, oh, where? I thought I had 3. No, I lost one. So that's a great idea because, if you're in a sleigh or something and it pops out, you don't know, right?
You don't. That's it. And again, going with our color of blue actually helps that out because many guys have gone back and found that blue bag sitting on the ice. So they just put it back in and secure it a little better.
What a great idea. Now, where can we find these bags?
We are in Uxbridge, manufacturing in Uxbridge, Ontario. Okay. And we go on to MG Outdoors official, and you can do an order form right through that.
You have a website?
And we have a website at medgear.ca.
Medgear.ca. Medgear.ca. Blaine, great product. Good job, buddy. I really like this deal. Come on down and check out Blaine and these great big bags. You know what? That's a great idea. I love the ice fishing deal for sure. But live release bags when you're fishing, fish care is everything. As you noticed in this tournament yesterday, we never had one casualty. So that's huge when you're coming here. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what, guys? Stick around. We're going to just pop around here in Confederation Park. The weigh-in's coming up. You're going to love it. Get down here. And if you can't get down here, CISA Canada, Facebook and YouTube. Catch us on live because we're going to be live at 3 o'clock.
What a gem. What a gem of a human being. Yeah. Ron, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Guys, we're almost at the end of this live, and as much as I'd love to say, you know what, let's just continue on for another hour. We do have a band that it needs to set up, and we do have a scale that we need to set up. So with our last 20 minutes, we're going to go over a few things. We're going to go over some baits because I know Big Jim's got some secrets he wants to talk to us about. We're going to take Mark Hunter's opinion on those, and we're going to take Scotty's opinions on those. And then we'll sign off with filling you in on how the day is going to finish off and how tomorrow is going to start. So, put that cooler back. So, do not forget that the weigh-in is going to start at 3 o'clock. And tomorrow, yes, we are here tomorrow. The top 20 will fish championship Sunday here in Confederation Basin at the CISA Kingston Open. Right now, Big Jim is the man to ask when it comes to this type of stuff. You have a bunch of goodies and product in front of you, and I know there's no better person to talk about that than you. So why and how? And
so I'll tell you how it started, Moose. I'm sitting in Mercer's garage with him.
Yeah.
Sitting in a Yeti chair.
Yeah.
In Mercer's garage.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there with him, and I see this thing sitting on a shelf in his garage, right by the door that goes to the office. I'm sitting there, and I see one of these sitting there, and I says to him, "Is that a tackle box, like a new thing, like whatever, like some kind of a box for stuff?" And he says, "No." So he explains to me it's a hook. So he opens up and he shows it to me. Obviously, I look at it and I fall out of the chair. I get back in the chair. They tape me up, the wounds and everything. I was good, but I thought to myself, when I look at what I had and when I fished tournaments and how hard it was to keep track of everything, you'd be looking, trying to spread things out and decide, I need to get 2 bags of these in case something, I'm going such and such. I might need some of these for that. If I'm going to fish flukes, I need to find them. Geez, what size do I need to? I'm fishing, and it's all, I'm just going to my mind. I'm looking at this box, and I thought to myself, wow. And I said to him, how do I get one of these, eh? And he looks at me and he says, I know a guy. So about a week after one day, the Pure Later guy comes to the door, and he comes to the office door. I see him. He goes to go to the front door, and he looks up and he sees the light, so he comes to the office door.
Yeah.
And I'm in there, and he hands me a box, and it had one of these in it. And within like a week, I had got both the boxes that I have with all my hooks in them, and I sold them all off online.
Yeah.
All the hooks that I ever had. I gave somebody a deal. I think there was like 225 bags of hooks, all owners, like everything under the sun. Like all stuff I'd accumulated over the years, different stuff for different things. And I think I sold it to him for like $300 or something like that. Just it's gone. It's out of my hair. I'm never going to use it again for the rest of my life. I will never need anything else but this box.
Yeah.
It has everything in it. Now when I want to try something new, I've really got to a point where there's so many of the small vendors here, guys that I'm buddies with, and they'll drop by, or we'll be talking, and they'll send me some baits or something. And I say to myself, how do I fish that? What do I need? What's the best way for me to present this to the fish? And I'll look in the box and I'll go, I wonder if a number 2 offset would work on it. Well, maybe I should use the number 2 wide gap. Oh, here's the number 2. Try it, doesn't work. Oh, maybe I need a number 1. And there's no going through all the box looking, because I was hooks. I was really, really good on being organized, but hooks and sinkers, I just thought, if I'm not sure every tournament, I just got like 50 new bags of everything. So it helps.
Right.
And and I mean, a lot of guys fall into that. But this is just, it's absolutely incredible. There's everything in here. The treble hooks are second to none. In fact, I changed some on that original spy bait that I talked to you about, because I had bent them down years ago. And when they had the big deal at Gagnon's with BKK where they changed the hooks back in the spring at the sale, Joey DiCenzo was there, and he was changing all the hooks. So I brought in a box with all my lures from over the years in the tournament, from the tanks at the shows. It was like a Plano, what is it, a 3600 or whatever?
Yeah, 700. Yeah,
37, the shallow one. Yeah, and it was full. You could hardly close it. Like you had to shake it a few times to get it to close. And I said, I'm here to get these. So he looks at me. He's there the whole thing. He comes back. He's got one lure. He says, I don't have a small enough hook for this. So I went home and I looked in my box, and boom, there it was, a little number 8.
How's Joey doing? Is he recovering well in ICU?
Yeah.
He smokes.
Phenomenal.
That's what you need, little hooks like that, but it's right there. I didn't have to search through all the other stuff that I had. But something that I've really come to use a lot, everybody knows I spend a bit of time fishing swim baits. I love not just fishing them on a jig head or something. I love fishing them so I can tear them through weeds and stuff. And something that I've got into using is the Titan divers, which you can see here. I think you can get that up there pretty good. And like they come in all different sizes. There's different styles, which I really like about it. I brought a big one here to show you. This one here I really like.
I think they just panned over to Joe and Brent.
That's all good. Okay. Somebody's got a big fish. No?
Oh, maybe not. Maybe they just put the fish in the box. I'm not sure.
Could have been a drum.
We're back.
Back to the BKK.
They just put one in the box. She was saying they just put one in the box. We just missed it.
So a lot of guys are out there. They use these, like for swim baits or whatever, they use these little,
Oh, boy.
They have a weighted keel weight on that with the little swimmer at the backs.
They call this the Moose Special, by the way.
It's got the screw lock at the front to attach your swim bait or whatever else.
This is the best looking thing I've seen in a long time, yes.
What's the plastic little O-ring kind of deal on halfway up there?
Yeah, after you put your plastic on and you rig it just right, nice and square, you push that little piece of plastic up against it so it can't move.
Gotcha.
It's just great.
So it's not sliding off all the time.
And now, and they also have a bigger one, which is, I think, just super cool. Well, I have a bigger one here. They have smaller ones too, but they come with weights on the bottom. So you have a weight on the bottom of it. You can see that's blowing in, and you can adjust. You can adjust that weight, and you can see on that one the little ring there that's for holding the plastic in place is down. You can show them, Moose there, just slide it up. Yeah, see, you slide it up, and it holds the plastic in place. And if you want to change it, because it comes with a different size weight, if you want to change it, you just slide it off. You can show them the groove in that, maybe, Moose.
I thought I was going to get a hook in the finger there.
Close.
I was like, don't hold the hook
There's a
that way.
groove in it. You just slide it in, push the little rings down against it, and boom.
Interesting.
Trying to find Mark's nose in the.
Found that I liked absolutely most about it. I already just mentioned to you there, having the ability to size things up perfectly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
There's no messing around. It's all in order. I will say one thing I learned quick: don't take more than 2 or 3 boxes out, because you do have to put them back in the right spot to make it really work. And there is everything in here. There's different styles of drop shot hooks. There's offsets. There's straight worm hooks. There's heavy cover flipping hooks. These heavy cover flipping hooks, you can see them. They're just absolute beasts. Just absolute beast hooks. And something I always do too when I get stuff like this is I try to see. I want to know really how strong it is. So I will take a hook and I will get a pair of vice grips. I will put it in the vice grips, and I will take another pliers, and I will try to twist them to see how strong they are.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable.
That's awesome. So, I mean, these are the new OCD boxes from BKK. Armor Point is what they're known for. Armor Point. So that super sharp hook, super slick coating, super durable and strong. If you haven't had a chance to look at them, next time you're in a tackle shop,
And taking the industry
have a
by
good look.
storm, too.
But you do have one there that I've been eyeballing, and because I ran out. They were gracious enough. they were gracious enough to.
There you go, Moose.
Oh yes, the rubber band.
It's a creature
That'll
bait.
keep 'em busy.
That's a creature bait. Yep.
But I know you were gonna.
Which one is it, Moose?
And I know you were gonna talk about it, but you really do know your stuff when it comes to that right there. Why? Explain to people why.
When I looked at this as tungsten, and when I looked at it, I thought to myself, I didn't realize it was tungsten at first, because I'm not up on Japanese print, because these were.
You don't speak the language? How long you been with Shimano?
Yeah.
Ooh, Mark Sizzler.
All right,
that's a dinger.
Do you want me to take him out back now?
Yeah. Should I call the ninjas?
Yeah.
By the way, once the ninjas are sent out, they cannot be recalled.
no.
They're gone.
Wow.
When I looked at these, I thought to myself, I fell in love with them.
Yeah.
I fell in love with them. You know what I mean, Moose? I had
on camera.
I had actually lost them, and I found them. Those little keepers that they have, I looked at that and I thought, geez, that's not wire or mono or something like that. It's just those little grooves. You push something up, your plastic bait over that.
You got a fish.
Oh.
Sorry, I got a
Fished
fish.
all day.
That's
with
Joe. That's Linda's husband. Oh, we got a good one on. Looks like a new net. Nice. Good job. They had some net issues. I think the net just broke yesterday, just after they caught a fish. That does look like a good one.
Oh, yeah.
See if they were fishing largemouth.
There you go.
It's
in the net. Attaboys.
Nice.
Attaboy.
We're going to get a little fish pump here? Or?
Not bad, gentlemen. Not bad.
Okay.
She did jump in the net. Is it going in the well? Is it? Don't drop it, Joe. Don't.
Yeah. You're not kidding.
Okay. It's going to the box. It's going to the box. Is there one coming out? No.
Oh, okay.
Could have been their 5th fish.
All right.
A taupe.
Muted the whole time?
Wow.
There we go.
Sure.
Wow.
No.
No.
I don't hear me either.
No.
What's happening?
No.
We're good?
Hello?
Are we?
Okay. I just didn't hear myself in the headset. I thought we had a glitch in the Matrix. Not that I like to hear my own voice. I just make sure that everybody.
The
can hear
Matrix.
Shaw asked an interesting question.
Yep.
When it comes to the color codes in the box, is there something that we need to know about the different colored boxes?
They're what they are is it's by the style of hook that it is.
Okay.
You see the offset wide gap is brown. Offset worm rig is a sort of lime green. Permalocks are blue. Drop shots are green. Over here, the offset round bends are red. They have different, yes.
You want to show it on the camera there? So
That's
this
awesome.
is what he's
Great question,
referencing.
And folks, you don't need to buy a whole box like this. You can buy these hooks and all these jig heads and everything else.
And you can buy the set.
Just the individual pack, as you need. And we understand that everybody doesn't need, 50 packs of hooks. But if you're into it, it's all you need, Moose. Well, you saw me in the boat, Scotty.
Yeah, 100%.
I had 2 boxes of crankbaits and a bunch of bags of plastic in this box.
So when you go and get a package of BKK hooks, they're already in one of these
containers.
Yeah, what is it they call it? The OCD box? It's full.
No, but they're already, if you go and buy it, I'm going to buy these hooks.
Oh, yeah, they come like that off the wall.
It comes like that off the shelf.
Oh.
So all you're doing, you're not opening it up and taking the package and pouring them in. You're taking it out of the bag and you're slipping it right in its slot.
Genius. That's genius.
Right?
I didn't know that. Wow.
Now, Jim, do they also sell it without the plastic? Just, let's say I lose a container, I could just buy an empty container?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they now? Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Cool.
I know I've seen them. I wasn't sure. I think said they have something
so.
that comes in it, but there is something. There are different things in this. I know for sure. Yeah,
100%. So
I'm sure that's so you can specialize.
The
it to
OCD
yourself.
in you, if you have the a touch of the OCD, which a lot of us might, and a lot of us might not. We know a lot of guys with OCD, and most of them are fishermen. Like if I move that bottle that's beside him right now, you have to move it back.
Absolutely.
It's He's dying right now. That this he can't wait till this is over to be like, oh my god. Honestly,
it's upside down.
You know what, guys? It's already 1 o'clock, and we're watching more and more guys lose cellular service. I'm assuming it's because it looks like it's actually starting to calm down a little bit, and some guys might be heading out.
Yeah.
I know the camera boat is back in because I can see him banging my boat up against the dock. So he and I will have a little conversation. But I want to remind you again, the live weigh-in is going to start at 3 o'clock. This has been a fun day, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. And we're going to do it again tomorrow?
Absolutely. We're going to do this again tomorrow. The weigh-in is going to start at 3 o'clock. I want to thank you guys very much for tuning in. And like we said before, if you're watching this on the broadcast, please show some love. Let's hit the like and share button. Throw the comments down below for your eligibility to win a $250 prize pack along with a $250 Butcher Shop box from our friends over at EW Outdoors, which is Eating Wild. If you hadn't had a chance to check them out on Spotify and on Apple Music or wherever you get your podcasts. Gentlemen, we're going to go down the line. What did you think about today, Big Jim?
I think this is awesome. I can't wait to get back to work. I might just sleep under the table. Hey, if anybody wants to find me, has any questions they want to know about this or anything else with fishing, I'm really easy to find on social media. So just punch me in and ask away. I answer every question.
Yes, you do.
There you go. Let's go to Scotty.
A couple things. One, thanks, Jim, for making it down here. I know, as I said, it's a little bit difficult for you now to do this, but I know how important it is for you to be a part of something
loving it.
Historic. So big shout out to you for making it down. And, of course, guys, if you were to Google right now the CISA event, go to Google and type in CISA Bass Tournament. It doesn't matter. Just put in something related to CISA. It's going to tell you that there's nothing on Sunday. Well, that's incorrect because there's something really big on Sunday.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind for anybody who's out there a little bit confused because you're getting misinformation from Google. We do have a Sunday event. It's actually a really big event. In fact, I do believe we're giving away $50,000.
This is a 3-day event. This is 2 of 3. So there was a misconception out there that this was only a 2-day event. This is a 2 of 3. So tomorrow is Championship Sunday. The top 20 will be announced today at the weigh-in starting at 3 o'clock. Tomorrow, mañana, we're going to have the top 20 anglers fishing the St. Lawrence and Lake Ontario here in Kingston, Ontario. The Kingston CISA Open from Confederation Basin. From Big Jim to Scotty, to Mark, to all the staff, all the vendors. Come down and check us out. Wayne's going to start at 3 o'clock. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow morning for Blast Off. Well, we'll see you at 3 o'clock for Wayne, and then tomorrow morning for Blast Off. I'm Moose. We'll see you guys on the water.
Peace.
Just like that, 3 hours. Wow.
Our city is your city. Come share it with us.